First, Michael Caroselli is suing business owner Mac Brame for misrepresenting the sale of a jet ski on eBay. Mac says it's Michael who is trying to run a scam.
Quiet in the courtroom, please. All rise. Your Honor, this is case number 521 on calendar in the matter of Caroselli versus Brame. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Ladies, have a seat, please.
Mr. Caroselli, according to what I've read in your complaint, you responded to an eBay sale of a jet ski.
Yes, ma'am.
That was placed by Mr. Brame. And you traveled to where he was, you purchased it, and when you got the jet ski home, you had it examined by someone who told you that it was not functioning. It had been immersed in water and it was not usable. You then stopped payment on the check that you gave to Mr. Brame. Mr. Brame subsequently contacted the authorities. You were arrested, and you made an agreement that you would pay out the $1,700 or the $1,800 that you had agreed to pay because it was under threat of going to jail. Now you want that money back, plus punitive damages because you say you still can't use the jet ski. In addition, according to you, Mr. Brame didn't even have title to the jet ski, which he couldn't pass on to you, and you still don't have the title.
That's correct.
Mr. Brame says you're the scam artist. Okay, so may I see the ad that you answered, please, sir?
Your Honor, I'm not sure if he gave you...
You want to take a look at this and see?
I was just wanting to... I knew how many pages there were, and you don't have them all.
May I see what you have?
Mine are also in color that show the damages pretty well to the jet ski.
Okay. Let me tell you what I see here, Mr. Caroselli, before we get going. According to your complaint, let me see if I can find your exact words. This vehicle I paid over $1,800 for, according to you, quote, was virtually worthless and would cost over $1,800 to bring up to running condition. The eBay notice said the engine was in perfect condition and looked like new. That's what you say. But that's not true, sir. Let's look at the documents that you gave me. The first thing it says here, this item is being sold for a friend.
Yes, ma'am.
So that would have given me cause to pause right away. Why isn't the friend selling it? Why is he selling it? So you knew immediately, based upon this, that he was not the owner. Then you say that it was in like-new condition, looked like new, the engine was new, but that's not what it says, sir. It says, and he clearly says, I've tried to show this thing in the worst and best condition. It was banged up against a dock, doesn't look good. He says, I have not heard the jet ski run. The battery is dead. The engine looks like new and is most likely in perfect condition, but there are no guarantees. That's very different from saying the engine is new.
Yes, ma'am.
What this man is saying to you, to a reasonable person, is, don't buy this jet ski. It's dead. I haven't heard it running. It probably is good. The engine looks good because it's clean, and there are no guarantees. So he sold this to you as is.
Yes, ma'am.
With that in mind, now you can tell me that when you got it home, what did you do?
First thing I did was bring it to a mechanic. And let me just back up by saying we talked about the condition of the jet ski. The body was understood. It was in physical bad condition. That wasn't in dispute. I wasn't
I know we're not talking about that, sir. Just get over to the next point. The next point I made to you is sold with absolutely no guarantees. That's what he says here, and you purchased it that way. So you got it home, you had it looked at by a mechanic, and the mechanic said it's worthless. So what happened next?
Well, I brought it to the mechanic, and it wasn't that the engine was in bad shape. This apparently was underwater and sunk, which he did not tell me about. That was the basis.
Just a second. He said, I don't know anything about this jet ski. I'm selling it for a friend.
I understand that.
That's what this said.
This was somebody that he knew. He had information about the jet ski. I felt that selling something as is and that he didn't run it was different than knowing that the ski had been turned over and was submerged in water.
Now, do you have any proof that Mr. Brame knew? Stop playing with your paper, sir. It's irritating.
I'm sorry.
Knew that the jet ski had been submerged.
I don't have any personal knowledge of that other than when I opened up the compartment for the seat, the engine compartment was totally clean. It was coming from a friend of his, and he was representing the jet ski.
No. He wasn't representing anything. My question to you is, do you have any proof that he knew that this jet ski had been submerged?
I don't have any personal knowledge of that, ma'am.
That's it. So what did you do?
I stopped payment on the check immediately because I figured he failed. He knew. My feeling was.
I don't care what you felt.
Okay?
I don't care what you got. Your feelings go elsewhere.
Yes,
this is a court.
I called him immediately to say that I'm stopping payment on the check because I brought it to the mechanic the next day. I called him that day and left him a message.
Okay.
And told him that the check was not going to clear. I was putting a stop payment. And what did he want to do?
He's lying, Your Honor.
Don't, Mr. Breen, don't speak.
I subsequently got the report from the mechanic.
I don't care what the report says.
And then I sent him an email to say, and I have the email that I sent him saying, the ski is no good. It was full of water in the engine. You didn't tell me that. What do you want to do to pick it up? And he never responded to that email.
You mean you wanted him to come and pick it up?
I wanted him to contact me. He wasn't contacting me.
Did you say to him, you just said to come and pick it up?
That's what the email said. I wanted to evoke a response because he wasn't returning any of my phone calls.
Just a second. What you said to him in the email was, when are you going to come and pick it up? And how long a drive was it?
About 600 miles.
600 miles.
Yes,
so you wanted him to come and pick up the jet ski?
I was willing to bring it back, but he was not.
Where did you tell him that in the email?
The email didn't say that. I figured he would now finally call me if he got this email.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
So give me
I
a
do.
reasonable answer, sir.
I'm giving you the truth.
No.
I'm telling you what
So
I
you
did.
lied in here.
I was not totally honest in that. You're correct.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Michael Caroselli says he was scammed on eBay by Mac Brame. Michael claims Mac sold him a jet ski that had been sunk.
You say that the ski can be picked up in Pineville, North Carolina at your convenience. It's about 500 miles away. This is non-negotiable, nor up for debate. That's what you said.
In the email,
okay.
yes.
Okay. Then you found out that he stopped payment on the check.
Yes.
And you contacted the authorities.
He did not.
Shh. What did you do?
First off, he never called me at all.
Okay.
I never got any correspondence in any kind of way as far as him saying...
You got the email.
Right, I got the email. At that point in time, I didn't know what to do. I didn't have a clue as to what my recourse should be at that point.
Let me have the name of the person, the name of the friend for whom you were selling the jet ski.
John.
John.
Who's not the owner.
Shh. Just a second.
Yes, ma'am.
And I want you to explain to me, Mr. Brame, how it came about that you got this jet ski from John.
He's been a friend for quite some years. He was opening a daycare in a local town. He was needing money. He was asking me to sell various items for him on eBay.
Why didn't he put the items up himself on eBay?
Okay, because on eBay, when you first begin to sell, you don't have any feedback. And feedback's a very important thing when you sell on eBay. It tells everyone out there if you're an honest person or a dishonest person. So when you first start selling, you have a big goose egg beside your name, which means no one knows anything about you. He asked me would I do it.
It doesn't sound like a very good friend to me, sir.
He is a good friend.
No. Good friend is not somebody that uses your good name. What he did was give you an item that caused you trouble.
Oh, it did, yes, ma'am.
Okay. And it gave you trouble because either he did not represent to you that it had been a salvaged vehicle.
It wasn't a salvaged vehicle.
And how do you know that, sir?
I have the title in my possession, and it's not a salvaged vehicle.
Submerged.
Okay. Most any jet ski, what knowledge I know of jet skis, and from my seeing people on them,
I'm not
often they're
interested.
submerged.
I'm not interested in what you think you know about jet skis, so you're not an expert on jet skis.
No, ma'am, I'm not.
I've seen them, too. So, did you ever see to it that Mr. Caroselli got a clear title to this jet ski?
No, ma'am. I have an email here from Mr. Caroselli when he would not let me come get it. He said the jet ski was gone.
Oh, can I see that,
He no
please?
longer had the jet ski.
Can I see that,
yes,
please?
Yes, ma'am.
What'd you do with the jet ski, sir?
I still have it.
Well, why did you tell him that you didn't? You said, sorry, it's gone now.
The state of South Carolina deemed that it was abandoned because he would not respond. I sent a letter to him.
No, but that's not what, Mr. Caroselli. What you say here...
I was sitting at the mechanic. That time I was sitting at the mechanics.
I don't care if it's sitting at the mechanics, sir. Then you say it's at the mechanics. You don't say, sorry, it's gone now.
The state of South Carolina required me to get in touch with the registered owner in reference to the ski because he would not return calls. I couldn't return it to him.
Why don't you just say that here instead of saying it's gone now, Mr.
Still
Caroselli?
never called me at no
Mr.
point.
Caroselli, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
ma'am,
give me
I
a
do.
reasonable answer, sir.
I'm giving you the truth.
No.
I'm telling you what
So
I
you
did.
lied in here.
It was I physically.
So you lied in here.
I didn't tell him the whole truth in that response.
You didn't tell him the truth.
He didn't respond at all.
You didn't tell him the truth.
No, I did. I was not totally honest in that. You're correct.
What do you want?
He also lied, and he PayPal'd us. It was an electronic form of payment. He PayPal'd us a $100 deposit for the jet ski to hold it until the next day when he could drive from South Carolina to Kentucky to pick up the jet ski. He informed PayPal that he did not receive the merchandise, so therefore he was able to get PayPal to give him his $100 deposit back because he lied to them and told them that he did not receive the merchandise.
Show me. Did you, in fact, Mr. Caroselli, notify PayPal that you did not receive the merchandise?
I don't recall what I said to PayPal, that they refunded the $100.
He stated...
Just a second, I can read.
Okay.
Well, you did say in here, sir, the reason that you're stopping payment is that the seller has never delivered the goods, nor the title.
That is correct.
Well, he did deliver the goods. You did get the goods.
It was my belief that it wasn't what it was supposed to be. Okay. I was disputing the $100 deposit because it was all part of the transaction.
Ultimately, you contacted authorities because that's why he was arrested. Is that right?
That's correct.
And he paid you the money?
He paid me the money over several payments where he agreed with the county attorney to make these payments.
Okay. Now, what did you do with the money?
I gave it to Mr.
Your Honor, the check was made out to him. The sale was with him. He told me he was selling it for a friend who owned it, and when I got contacted by the county attorney, I had not heard one word from him since day one. I got contacted 6 weeks later saying they were coming to arrest me.
Mr. Brame, do you have the ability now, as we stand here today, to transfer title to Mr. Caroselli to this jet ski?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Show me.
This title has already been signed and notarized, which I had showed to Mr. Caroselli the day he came, and it's ready for the new owner's signature to be placed on the back.
When did you show this to him?
The day he was there. I made him a copy of it and gave it to him that day to show him that I indeed had the title and he had all the information.
Is that right, Mr. Caroselli?
He did show me that title.
So if he showed you the title, you were aware of the fact that the owner's name was...
Yes, ma'am.
Well, what you said was you went into the glove compartment of the jet ski and found paperwork.
The registration.
You said, upon having the jet ski in my possession, I found the registration for the vehicle in the glove compartment. The defendant was not the registered owner. This was never disclosed in the original ad. That may be true, but that's sort of trying to mislead me, sir.
Michael Caroselli says fellow eBay user Mac Brame sold him a damaged jet ski.
So you were aware of the fact when you bought the jet ski that Mr. was the owner, not Mr. Brame?
Yes, I knew that. The point is, after I stopped payment on the check, there was nothing I could do with it anyway. Putting all this aside, I didn't have the title. I had a worthless jet ski. I'm calling him, sending him an email, whether it was fully disclosed or not. He never once got in touch with me, never picked up the phone. I had this thing sitting at the mechanic who I owed money to, and he never got in touch with me one time until I get a letter from a county attorney in the end of August, 6 weeks later, saying, Mr. Brame has now contacted my office. No police report. He never went to the sheriff's department. 6 weeks later, after he's done nothing to contact.
Your Honor, that's not true.
There's no reports in his area. He never made a report.
I don't care whether there's a report or not. You took 11 days to get back to me. This is your email to him. Sorry, it's gone now. Besides, you are not the registered owner anyway to have to claim it. What I'm suggesting to you, Mr. Caroselli, is I don't think you're a scam artist. I think you were really frustrated.
I was.
And you sent him an email, and you said to him in the email that you sent to him, the engine has been underwater, it's got sludge, it's got mud, you misrepresented. You can now come 500 miles and pick it up at the friend in North Carolina. You can come here. This is non-negotiable or up for debate. You can either accept the ski or pick it up and pay to get it back. Call me Monday and let me know what you decide.
And he never called. I used wording
because I wanted
to elicit a response from him.
He's not a mind reader, sir. He's not Karnak.
He wasn't returning.
You did the wrong thing, Mr. Caroselli.
Your Honor, we did correspond with him. I have a copy of the email where we responded to him. We said, at what address and phone number is the jet ski at? We were willing to drive there and pay that $100.
I never received this email.
Just a second.
That's when you responded to us.
This is July 24th. Oh, yeah, you received this email, sir, because the next day you responded. July 24th, they said, at what address and phone number is the jet ski?
Then I misspoke.
Yeah, you misspoke. On the next day, you say you took 11 days to get back to me. Sorry, it's gone now. Mr. Caroselli, Unfortunately, sir, you bought yourself an as-is item.
Yes, ma'am.
And here's the title.
Your Honor.
It's signed over to you. It's been paid for.
Yes,
now
ma'am.
you have the title.
May I say?
Yes.
It's not even so much the jet ski. I understand with the jet ski, buyer beware and all that. The point is, after all this, the contact with the county attorney. None of this had to happen. This was all inappropriate. For 6 weeks, nothing happens. They don't go to the police. I don't get a call from the Kentucky State Police. I get a call.
Receive this letter.
It's very important.
I got that letter from the county attorney saying that I've defrauded him because I've tried to deprive him of
Just a second. So you were contacted.
6 weeks later by the county attorney.
Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Just
yes,
a
ma'am.
second. So what did you do when you received this?
I called the county attorney immediately to say, this is a civil matter. This is a dispute between two people. He was saying that I wrote him a bad check. This is an insufficient funds issue.
Listen to me, sir. Listen to me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
You chose to put him in the position of having to be the active person, the person to go to court and sue you. That was your tactic.
Yes, ma'am.
And whatever emails that went back and forth, some of which I've alluded to
Yes, ma'am.
here, he chose to call the county attorney and to say, listen, he now has my jet ski, and he says I have to come and get it 600 miles, and he now has the money. That's not fair. And the county attorney contacted you, and you said he's not getting his money, and he's not getting his jet ski. Listen to me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
What you're complaining about is not the title, because you have the title. But you're complaining about the fact that he waited 6 weeks. You're not paying attention, Mr. Karras. Are you a lawyer?
No, ma'am.
Because you say something
Yeah,
here.
he told us he was.
Just a second. You say something
I
here.
wrote in the email
Listen to me. You wrote in the email. I had it confirmed by 2 different watercraft mechanics that, without a doubt, the ski was underwater, and you failed to disclose it. Except this is true. I practice law as well. It is a violation of the law to sell a vehicle of any type without full disclosure. So you lied to him when you said to him...
I wanted to elicit a response.
Well, here's your response. So you have the
to us.
title, you have your jet ski, the rest of your case is dismissed.
such a
That's
liar.
all.
Thank you.
You may step out.
Thank you.
Arian Mimi McDonald is suing her daughter's ex-boyfriend, 20-year-old Chad Pittman, for damaging her 96 GMC Jimmy during an argument with her daughter.
All rise. Yes, case number 324 on the calendar in the matter of McDonald versus Pittman. Parties have been sworn in, Your Honor. You may be seated.
Ms. McDonald, you don't know what happened on this day with the car, is that right?
Not besides what my daughter had told me.
Your daughter was driving, but
Yes.
the car is in your name,
Yes.
so you're the one who wants the defendant to pay for the damages
Yes,
on the
ma'am.
car. But your daughter's a big girl. She makes her own mistakes. She's going to stand up and you're going to sit down.
Do you mind if I stand up in between these two? Because he's caused so much turmoil with our family.
Oh, he's not going to make any problem.
Okay.
You see this guy? You squash him like a bug.
Okay.
You understand that, Mr. Pittman?
Yes, ma'am.
Or you keep an eye on Mr. Pittman, because Ms. McDonald will feel more comfortable if you do that.
Sure.
Thank you. Ms. McDonald, it is your claim that the defendant backed into your car when he was angry. Mr. Pittman says that you rear-ended him. Mr. Pittman used to be your boyfriend?
Yes.
How long was he your boyfriend?
Almost 3 years.
And how old are you?
17.
And then when the two of you broke up, he started dating, or even, I don't know how it happened, but now he's with your cousin, who was 15
Yes.
and pregnant. How wonderful. I assume that the pregnancy is a result of your relationship. Is that right, Mr. Pittman?
Yes, ma'am.
How old are you?
20.
And what do you do to support yourself?
I work for one of my friends.
Doing what?
I'm a foreman, construction foreman.
You work every day?
Yes, ma'am.
How much do you earn a week?
800.
And who do you live with?
My parents.
Pay rent?
No, ma'am.
What do you do with your money?
I put it up for my kid, and I'm buying clothes and all that. Insurance, phone bill, I pay bills with it.
You have another child?
No, ma'am.
So this is the child that you're talking about?
Yes, ma'am.
Do the parents of this 15-year-old who you got pregnant want to put you in jail?
No, ma'am.
Oh.
She allowed me to date her.
Dating her is one thing.
I know.
You know, dating, you go out to eat, you go to a movie, you go ice skating. You know, there are lots of things you can do other than make babies with 15-year-olds, Mr. Pittman. Who are these people?
My mom and my witness.
You didn't give them a good enough lesson in the facts of life. Okay. Tell me when this incident happened with the car, Miss McDonald.
On Friday, August 11th of 2006.
Tell me what you were doing near Mr. Pittman.
It's a parking lot where a bunch of people hang out on Friday and Saturday nights.
And you knew he was there.
I didn't know he was there until I pulled in.
At that point, he was already involved with your cousin.
Yes.
You were angry about that?
Yes, very.
So you pulled in and you saw his car. Was your cousin with him?
Yes, she was.
And what did you do?
I noticed that
No. Look at me. Don't look over there. Look at me.
I noticed that he was there, so I pulled up beside him.
Why?
Just...
Come on.
I was going to talk to him. I pulled up and she was with him. So I confronted him.
Well, what did you say to him?
Because he also was still calling me every night, wanting to be...
Shh, just a second.
Wanting to still be with me at the same time as being with her. And I felt like she needed to know that too.
Well, why did you choose that time to tell her?
It was probably the only other time I would see her.
Yeah, you could have called her on the phone. Could have told your mother. Your mother could have called whoever her mother is and said, listen, this is not a good situation. So you went into this parking lot and there was clearly going to be trouble. So when you say you confronted him, what did you say?
I just, asked him why. Why is he doing this to me? Also wanted to be with her. He needed to choose one or the other.
And then what happened?
We got into a small argument. He then pulled off, and I pulled off behind him to leave because I was so upset. And
Well, if he pulled off to leave, he wanted to get away from the situation. Why did you follow him?
I wanted to leave. I wanted to go home. I was upset.
Oh, why didn't you wait until he left?
I was just so upset. Didn't know what to do.
Go ahead.
And whenever he pulled off, I pulled off behind him. He hit the brakes, so I hit the brakes too. He threw his truck in reverse and backed into me, and then pulled off and left.
He wanted you to leave him alone. Miss McDonald, he wanted you to leave him alone. Is that a fair statement, Mr. Pittman?
Ma'am?
Is that a fair statement?
Yes, ma'am.
So?
Someone I knew called the police for me, and they came and did a police report and an incident report, which I have a copy of, along with pictures of the damage. And then Monday, whenever my mom got home and we started filling out to file with his insurance company, she then told me that my witness, Dana, who was her coworker, had overheard her talking to some other people at work, and she was actually there in the parking lot Friday with her son.
Perfect. Would you stand up, please? Dana, you have a last name?
Morella.
What were you doing in the parking lot?
Me and my son were just up there eating, and we were out in the parking lot looking at all the cars. They have a lot of the nice cars that my son likes to look at, the Nopi cars, and we were just out looking at the cars when I noticed that a big black Bronco just backed up into a green Jimmy. At the time, I did not know that it was...
You drive the big black Bronco?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so he backed into her.
Right.
Okay.
And that's all I seen.
Thank you. Let me start with you, Mr. Pittman. It was wrong for Miss McDonald, not smart of her, to confront you and your girlfriend in the parking lot on August 11th. It was wrong for her to follow you after you tried to leave, because you don't know what she's doing, whether she's going to follow you, you have no idea at this point, because you were leaving and she wasn't finished yet. I want you to understand that I am sympathetic with that. I'm not sympathetic with you, but I'm sympathetic with that. Now, all I want to know from you is, did you back your car into hers?
No, ma'am.
You better have very strong, convincing evidence, Mr. Pittman. And that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be responsible for all the damage on her car. I'm telling you that right now. Because I find that even if you did back into her car, she's partially responsible for what happened on that evening. Do you understand that? He was trying to get away from her. She was acting like a nut. She's a kid, and she was acting like a nut. He was trying to get away from her, and she wouldn't let him. So even if he did say, listen, I'm going to back up into her, I'm not going to hurt her, but then she's going to stop, it was sort of justified under the circumstances. So she is partially responsible. You understand that, young lady? So you better be able to convince me that this lady who was in the parking lot with her son is lying to me.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
After she got through with me, she started on my fiance. She says, well, I hope you and your baby die at birth. That's her exact words.
And later today,
he squired you around town, bought you lots of things, and this was merely a payback. Is that right, sir?
Yes.
When did you start dating Prince Charming?
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. 17-year-old Michelle McDonald says her ex-boyfriend, 20-year-old Chad Pittman, purposely rammed her car with his truck. Chad claims it was Michelle who rear-ended him.
Okay, let me hear.
Your Honor, me and my friends and my fiance was up there at Kmart, and we were minding our own business talking to some of our friends.
Oh, My heart hurts me when you say fiance with 15 years old. Go ahead.
And she come flying up next to us and parked next to us, and then she started on me, and she just started arguing from the start.
Of course she did. I got it. I understand that. It's exactly what she did.
I was shocked. I was embarrassed, you know, because here it is, a bunch of old people were in front of me, and she just come out of nowhere. And after she got through with me, she started on my fiance, and she got an argument with her, and she's like, Michelle, you know, I love you, you're my cousin and all, but I don't need this right now. I'm 3 months pregnant. So she says, well, you know, I hope you and your baby die at birth. That's her exact words. So she looked at me and she said, I don't need this. So we crank up, we leave. And she starts following us, and I look back to her. My top was off my Bronco at the time. I looked back at her, and I said, don't follow us. And I started off again, and I went around a median. As you see over there in the visual, I went around the median, and I went to stop again because she was still following us. I was going to get out, you know, go talk to her. You know, I'd be like, Michelle, look, we don't need this. You know, your cousin, my fiance, she's pregnant. We don't need this. So I went to get out. As soon as I put it in park, she hit me as we was going around the turn. She hit me in the back. So I'll go ahead and get out the truck. She backs up, pulls up next to me, and I don't remember exactly what she said, but she said a few things, and she left. And I looked at my Bronco. There was no damage that I could see. So I got my Bronco, which is private property, you know, so I didn't think nothing could be done anyway. So
Did you see this lady in the parking lot?
Oh, ma'am.
You work together?
We used to work together.
When?
She left at the end of August.
Do you live near each other?
No.
Have you seen each other since work?
Once or twice, maybe.
Good. Yeah. Okay. You have a witness?
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to hear your witness. First, let's start with your name.
Robert Drew Norton.
Go ahead.
We had the top off the back of the Bronco.
Were you in the car?
Yes, ma'am.
How many people were in the car? 3 of you?
There was 2 in the back, 2 in the front. And we parked at the median, as you see over there. And she pulled up, slammed brakes as I was talking to my friends on the other side of the Bronco. And she started yelling out like all the stuff he said, such as, I hope your baby dies at birth. And she said, we don't need it. And then we left. And then she pulled off behind us. We ran around the median, and he went to stop and tell her to quit following, and she hit us. And then she pulled off and said something, and then went flying out the parking lot beside Kmart. And then he looked at his truck, and then we left.
Okay, now I'd like to see the pictures. You work?
I work at Chicken Run.
Okay, good. Ever been in trouble with the law?
No, ma'am.
Uh-huh. Well, if he backed into you, madam, he certainly didn't back into you square on. This indicates that you had damage just to one side of your car. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now you can stand up next to your daughter.
Your Honor, can I say something?
Yes.
After she left, there was no cops called. They were called 2 hours later. And one of my friends up there called me and told me this happened at 8:30, 8:45, because I called my mom when I was on the way home, and I don't live but like 15 minutes from there. So it was 2 hours later before she even called the cops.
Go ahead.
The cops were called immediately. There was a 2-hour delay before they got there because there was a shooting in the area, and they apologized. There was nothing they could do. They got someone there as soon as possible.
Ms. McDonald, I'm not satisfied that Mr. Pittman, although he clearly suffers from a lack of good judgment in other social areas of his life, hit your daughter's car. I'm not satisfied he did that at all. I think that your daughter was furious that night. I think that she got into the parking lot expecting to see him there. She saw him there. She confronted him. She confronted him in the car with her cousin. She was so angry that when he chose to leave because he didn't want to hear her vile talk, she followed him and she hit him. And that she can't do. And I don't believe your friend. Sorry. And believe me, if I felt that Mr. Pittman was responsible, at least even partially responsible for hitting the car, I would have held him partially responsible for fixing the damage to your car. This whole incident was precipitated by your daughter. She has to bear the responsibility for it. And the responsibility involves fixing her car, your car. That's all. That's what she has to do. She has to get over him. He's no bargain. You'll find somebody else.
That's not a problem, ma'am. She was supposed to take out a warrant from him, but would not do so.
A warrant for what?
For aggravated assault is what the police officer told us.
Well, let me tell you something. It's a good thing she didn't, because if I were representing him, I would sue her civilly, because what she told you is a fib.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
She had no business being in the parking lot that night. She had no business confronting him, and she had no business following him.
And later today...
You don't look happy, Mr. Smith.
This is my everyday appeal. I always have this MO.
You just have a half-empty appearance.
Yes.
Okie dokie.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. 17-year-old Michelle McDonald says her ex-boyfriend, 20-year-old Chad Pittman, purposely rammed her car with his truck. Chad claims it was Michelle who rear-ended him.
Miss McDonald, he did not hit her car. She hit his car, and she had no business being in the parking lot that night. She had no business confronting him, and she had no business following him. And you have to accept the responsibility for that and not blame other people. You got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. That's all. Case dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What is our excuse? You may step out.
We're glad it's over with. We hope that she can go on with her life.
I think this is so wrong because he did back up into her. She was not following him.
I still care about him, and that somebody could just do this, it hurts real bad.
She's just really angry about, you know, it being the cousin.
She was sorry, but she loved him.
She lost out, I guess.
Didn't want to hurt me, wanted the best for me.
I just hope she betters herself, you know, no hard feelings or nothing.
I've realized I'm better off without him.
Hope she moves on with her life and move on with mine.
The family's a big fallout. There's no communication at all, no contact at all.
I've got so much more in my life now without him.
Oh, it's done and over. I don't see them. I try not to run into them.
This would be something that's run our family for the life.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Elfman versus Smith. Step forward.
23-year-old Teresa Elfman is suing her ex-boyfriend, 24-year-old Marcus Smith, for loans to pay traffic fines and to renew his driver's license.
Miss Elfman, this young man used to be your boyfriend. You claim you made a loan to him by paying off some car fines in order for him to be able to drive. Mr. Smith acknowledges that you paid off the fines. He said there was never a loan. This was a gift. He squired you around town, bought you lots of things during the course of your short relationship, and this was merely a payback. Is that right, sir?
Yes. It was.
When did you start dating Prince Charming?
The beginning of June. We met through mutual friends.
And when did you advance this money to him?
The end of July. July 21st and the 23rd, I believe.
Are those dates correct, Mr. Smith?
Sounds correct, yes.
Do you want to be here, sir?
I don't know. I'm here.
You don't look happy, Mr. Smith.
This is my everyday appeal. I always have this MO, you know. So.
You're a scowler.
Nah.
You look angry.
Yeah.
You wear contact lenses?
No.
You just have a half-empty appearance.
Yes.
Okie dokie. What was the money for?
He had some fines to pay in order to, before he got his car, and so he had to pay some fines in order to get his license back, so we asked for the loan.
What did he say to you?
Teresa, can I borrow some money, please? I'm getting a loan. He was getting a $7,000 annuity check from his union, and I actually helped him write the letter to get that, and I knew he was getting money, so he asked before that so he could get the car could go into his name, and so I said sure, and he's like, I'll give it back to you in installments, or actually he was going to give it back to me when he got that check from the annuity from his union.
What kind of annuity were you getting from your union?
I was borrowing money from my annuity.
Why?
Because I just had got out of jail and needed transportation. So I took out $8,000 where I can get an automobile.
What kind of union did you belong to?
Carpenters.
So you were working full-time?
Yeah, I was working full-time.
So you were going to take out the loan, but you needed the money before that?
Yeah, I needed the money before then. I already purchased the car, I just couldn't get my license reinstated.
So tell me what you said to her.
Just asked if I could borrow a couple of dollars.
Right. Look what you said. Look how easy you made. So that you asked her if you could borrow a couple of dollars, and she said what?
Yes. How much you need?
Good. How much do you need?
Yeah.
How much did you tell her you needed to borrow?
Much I needed to get reinstated to get my license.
Okay, and she took care of that, right?
Yes.
And how much was it?
It was $700 I had loaned him. I'm just suing him for the stuff that I actually have proof for that I paid for him.
Which was?
Which was to the RMV of $530 for one check, and then the second check for $60 to the Registry of Motor Vehicles as well.
Okay, so $590. So, Mr. Smith, there you go. You said, hey, Teresa, can I borrow some money? She said yes, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. Have you been cheated? Go to judgejudy.com or call 1-888-800-JUDY.
Mrs. Smith, it's so nice that you're being so cooperative. I read your answer, and your answer said there was never a loan. This was just a gift because I took her around and I spent close to $1,000 on her. I never asked her for anything. She did it on her own. So it's really nice of you. I want to tell you that it's really nice of you because everyone's...
I'm a generous person. I'm not, you know...
Listen to me. Every once in a while, somebody comes here and makes my life...
Moffenbauer is accusing her boyfriend's estranged wife, Cindy Kane, of dragging her into her divorce case. Annette is suing for the cost to hire a lawyer for the deposition.
Why didn't you call Child Protective Services?
It was a weekend, and the following Monday, we did.
Not we. She. Not you. She.
Because I was in the ER with my children at the time, having them evaluated.
Can I see the report from the ER?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'd like to see it.
I have my copy from the ER. Oh, okay. I have...
Is this the same report?
No, we have more.
Social worker letters, notes also attached for Patrick and Sarah.
Can I see the report from the ER first? ER report? Well, the admission date was November 23rd. The social worker note that you just gave me is dated November 26th.
Your Honor, the social worker, the Providence Hospital's emergency rooms are extremely busy, and they are slow to get the reports there.
Listen to me. I said what I had to say. The children still reside with you? Children still reside with you? Neither the little girl, nor the little boy, or the older boy have been removed from your care and custody?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Why don't you mind your own business? Your case is dismissed, as is your counselor.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
I understand some of what she said, and perhaps Mr. Kane should have been the person calling.
I'm grateful to Judge Judy for seeing this case for what it is.
She has abused the legal system against me.
It means that maybe my children won't be getting harassed and bothered.
My children's mother is a vindictive woman who will stop at nothing, including lies, to prove her point.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Burrell versus Bruce. Step forward, please.
Business owner Gary Burrell is suing his former tenant, security officer April Bruce, for breaking a lease. April says she and Gary were having an affair, and when she broke it off, he kicked her out.
Mr. Burrell, you have a rental property?
Yes.
How large is this house?
3-bedroom, upstairs, downstairs.
And when did Miss Bruce lease the house? Questions are going to get harder, Mr. Burrell.
I'm sorry. April 1st, 2004.
And what was the term of the lease?
12 months at $650 a month.
When did she move out?
October 18th, 5.5 months into the lease.
And you are suing her for the remainder of the lease?
Yes.
Prior to April 1st, 2004, had the house been rented?
No.
Why not?
I was living in it.
There came a time after Miss Bruce moved in that you began to have a social relationship with her, is that right?
Yes.
When was that?
3 months after she moved in, 3 to 4 months after she moved in.
Did you ever spend the night there?
Once or twice, maybe about 4 times, yeah.
Once or twice, 4 times?
About 4 times.
You know, Mr. Burrell, it's not a really good idea to mix business and pleasure.
Yes, I do know that now.
Now, Miss Bruce says that she moved out because you got weird on her. Is that right?
That's true.
How did he get weird on you, and when did he start to get weird on you, Miss Bruce?
2 months into me living there. He started coming over every day, using his master key to get into the house.
Why did you use your master key to get into the house?
I don't ever remember doing that.
Well, the fact that you don't remember doing it doesn't mean that you didn't do it.
I never done that.
And then it's just like he never went up. It's like he was just there all the time.
You mean just hanging around?
Just hanging around.
Well, but evidently you didn't mind that because you had an intimate relationship with him.
Yes, I did mind. Yes, we had a relationship, but I did mind the fact that he was there all the time. And I also brought it to his attention that I didn't like the idea that he was there all the time.
Why did you move out?
The boiling point of the day I moved out was he was there, and he had someone come over. And
what do you mean he had someone come over? I'm not following.
Okay, he told me that was one of his lady friends. When I heard the car pull up, I didn't know who it was, and he came and told me it was one of his lady friends. And then he told me to stay in the room, not to come out the room, because him and his lady friend will be downstairs, and for me not to come and bother them. I just...
Downstairs in your house?
Yes. He was just trying to intimidate me, provoking me, really. That's how I feel about it.
Provoking you to do what?
Provoking me to have a scene with him, to show my furiation. I mean, you know, if you seeing someone and they bring another woman over to your house, I mean, what you gonna do? You gonna be furious.
What's that all about, Mr. Burrell?
I don't know what she's talking about, Your Honor. The reason I came over that day was because she had wrote me out a bad check for the electric bill right here. That's why I was
Can
there.
I see it, please?
She got intimidated thinking that my niece was going to be a new person to come in and move because she wasn't paying the bills properly, and I was calling her. And there's a $100 bounce check.
So the reason that you came over that day is because it's a bad check.
Exactly.
All right, that sounds more palatable than what you
And
studied.
if you'd like to see our
rather than
lease.
infuriating, which is a word
And
that
I
I'm
was
going to have to
bringing
go
that
look
to
up
her.
after we're finished.
Your Honor, that's not a bad check I've written him. I placed a stopment on that check.
Okay.
After I had to move out of the house, relocate, live with family member to family member, I put a stopment on that check. I felt like he should have went and lived where he was living at and respected my wishes.
Well, I didn't hear anything about wishes.
I know, but why was he coming over? Why was he taking over the property?
Because you were living, you were hanging out together, you were sleeping together, you were in a relationship together, he was hanging out in your house. That's why he was there all the time.
But I couldn't even make my own decisions in the house. I mean, he was coming over there. I don't want this in my house.
Okay.
I don't want this
Listen,
in my house.
Mr. Burrell, what was the rent on the house?
$650 a month.
And you want from her $3,900 because she moved out owing you that much rent
6
for the whole
months,
6 months rent.
right.
You're not going to get that, sir. But what I am going to give you is 2 months rent. She should have given you a couple of months notice. This is going to teach you a very good lesson. You rent your house again, keep your pants zipped up. Look elsewhere for your social life, sir. You don't mix business with pleasure. It was a very smart thing for you to say to her when you first started the relationship, because that's what you said. You didn't follow through. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So you cleaned up the house, you made repairs on the house. She should have given you notice, at least 2 months' notice. She didn't. Go rent the house, live there yourself, go, be happy, have a nice life. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $1,300.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
20-year-old Carla Patino is suing her boyfriend's ex-girlfriend, 21-year-old DeAsia Martin, for keying her Chevy Metro. Carla says DeAsia is jealous and angry.
Order. All rise. Now, this is case number 314 on the calendar in the matter of Patino versus Martin. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Folks, have a seat.
Ms. Patino, the defendant is your boyfriend's ex-girlfriend.
Yes.
And each of you, in the exercise of what I'm sure is excellent judgment, each had a child with him.
Yes.
Right? Stand up next to her. It is your claim that Miss Martin, who's jealous and annoyed because you were fooling around with the boyfriend while he was with her, vandalized your car. Miss Martin says she's not jealous, she's very happy to be rid of him, and she never vandalized your car.
That's right.
So let's find out. What's your name?
Daniel Ayala,
How old are you, Mr. Ayala?
23.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an assistant manager at a grocery store.
For how long?
Been with the company, it's going to be 6 years in November.
And how much money do you earn a year?
Between 30 and 35.
And how many children do you have?
2.
With Miss Martin, you have 1 child. How old is that child?
He's 2.
Pay child support for him?
Not through the course, just I just give her money every week when I get paid.
How much do you give her every week?
She asked me for $40 a week, so I give her $40 a week.
So you give her $40 every week, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Who do you live with now?
I live at home and I also stay with her.
What do you mean you live at home and stay with her? What does that mean?
I stay at my mother's house and
How often do you stay at your mother's house?
probably like 2 nights a week.
And you stay with her?
Yes.
Where do you pay rent?
We give her mother money for rent.
Who's we?
Me and Carla.
Give who money for rent?
Her mother.
Oh, so you live with her mother?
Yes.
How much do you pay rent?
She gives her $200 a week. I mean, what, a month? $200 a month.
And you?
Well, I give her $60 a week.
You give her $60 a week.
Yes.
For what?
Just so I could give her money.
You understand that if you give Miss Martin $40 a week, which she's going to tell me you don't give her all the time, is that right?
No, I don't give it to her anymore.
Right?
Right.
Right? But if you did, that would be $5.74 a day. You look like you are a pretty good eater, Mr. Ayala. Can you eat on $5.74 a day?
Sometimes.
Really? Tell me where. Tell me where you
Fair
eat.
Play Foods Deli.
What?
My grocery store is deli.
Oh, because you get the food for nothing.
Pretty much.
Now, Miss Martin, Did you vandalize Miss Patino's car?
No, I did not.
Miss Patino, how was your car vandalized and when?
Okay, it happened on Tuesday, October the 3rd this year. When I got out from work at 9 o'clock, I went to my car and I saw scratches around the car and 4 flat tires. But what happened was that she went to my job the same day around the time 6 and 6:30.
Where do you work?
At a grocery store.
Same grocery store he does?
No, I work at Markham.
So she came to your grocery store. Don't move back and forth. You know what you just did? Showed me attitude.
Oh,
right?
I'm sorry. I was just
Don't show me
wondering.
attitude. Only one attitude here.
I know. That's right.
Go ahead. So she came to your grocery store.
Yes, she went to my register and she was talking to her friend, and then she received a call, and it was from my boyfriend, and she...
What did you call her for?
Because she called me. I was at work, and she called me. I couldn't get to the phone, so I just called her back whenever I could, like 5 minutes later.
What was the purpose of the call?
Because right now my son is in Mexico with his parents for 2 months, and the only way I can get through with him is by him calling and translating for me, which he stopped all of that, so I haven't talked to my son at all because he won't call for me.
What is your son doing in Mexico?
He went to go visit his grandparents with his grandmother.
And when do they do back?
Next week.
It was very nice of you to let him go.
I know, and this is the things I get.
It was very nice of her to let him go.
Yeah, I didn't think she was going to do it.
But she did.
I'm very thankful.
Very nice, because she had to sign a paper
Yeah.
allowing him to go, because in Mexico they have those laws that don't permit you to take a baby or a child unless
Right.
both parents go. So she had to sign to let him go. Did you sign with the date that they had to return? What was the date they had to return?
November 10th.
And it says so in the paper that you signed, is that right?
Yes, either 2 weeks before or 2 weeks after.
November 10th.
Right.
Good. When are your parents due home?
November 10th.
They are coming home, aren't they?
Yeah.
What?
Yes would be the answer.
Yes.
Good. Okay, so she came to your register. There was a phone call. Go ahead.
Yeah, and she was talking on the phone, and I heard when she asked him, "What are you doing after work?" And she said, "Oh, you're picking up your little girl." So when she hung up the phone, her friend asked her what he's doing, so I thought, she's talking to him. And then her friend asked her, "Oh, I can't wait for you to have that baby."
What baby?
I think she's pregnant. I don't know.
Pregnant?
No.
Go ahead, let's go.
Okay, she said, I'm going to abort it. And when she was leaving my register, she told me, "Don't tell Danny my business." And I turned around and told her, "I don't care about your business." And then when she was leaving, she started cursing at me, threatening me that she was going to come back at 10 to find me. So,
okay, and then you went outside and found your car damaged.
Yes, and when I got out from work at 9 o'clock, I went to my car and I saw all scratches around the car and 4 flat tires. I called the police, they came, and then my boyfriend received a call from her admitting it that she did damage my car.
Did you receive a call from her?
I actually called her. She didn't answer, and then she called back.
And what was the conversation? Shh, don't speak. What was the conversation?
The conversation was...
Look at me.
The conversation was just like...
Look at me.
Like, whoa, like, did you do anything to Carla's car? And then she's like, "No, I didn't do anything to her car." And then I'm like, "Did you flatten all her 4 tires and scratch all her car?" She's like, "I didn't do anything." And then she just started being very boisterous and just saying a bunch of stuff I couldn't even understand. And then she was just like, "You're lucky I didn't bust all her windows too." And I was just like, wow. And then she just hung up, and I kept trying to call back, like, "Deja, what's the big deal? What happened? What is going on?"
And
she just wouldn't answer. I even left the messages like, "How could you do this? It's just childish."
Did you speak to her?
Yes, I called her and asked her why did she damage my car when I have never done nothing to her. And then she said, "You know what, I'm tired of you. You have everything. I'm just sick and tired of you. And you're lucky."
No, say nothing until I ask you. I'm going to give you a chance.
And you're
Go ahead.
lucky I didn't pop your windows too. And then she started screaming and arguing, and I couldn't understand her, so I hung up the phone on her.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
Just so happens that you ended up at her register of the 7 registers that are in the
Because
supermarket.
her register was the only one that didn't have a lot of stuff there.
Baloney!
And later today,
she had asked me if I wanted to take the TV, and I told her yes.
Well, who was supposed to pay for it?
I assumed it was going to be a gift.
In the midst of this hostile situation, you thought that she made you a $4,000 gift.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Carla Patino claims her boyfriend's ex, Deasia Martin, vandalized her car by keying it.
Okay, now I'll hear you, Miss Martin.
We went to her job, not knowing if she was working or not. Don't know her schedule. Don't know what time she'd be there.
Where do you live?
I live in Chicago on 16th in Michigan.
And how far is that from where Miss Patino works?
It's say 15 minutes.
Now, you and I both know that there, between where you live and where she works, there are other grocery stores where you can shop.
Right, but also...
So I want to know, first thing, why you went to her grocery store. I don't care whether she was working there or not, whether you knew she was working there or not. I want you to explain to me what you were doing in her grocery store.
My friend came and picked me up from work. Actually, I work in Homewood at Taco Bell, and my friend came and picked me up, and she stays in that area. I was with her grocery shopping, and then we went to Fair Play and went shopping. We didn't go up there to start anything.
Just a second, Miss Martin. Let's go back. You knew that Miss Patino worked in that Fair Play.
Right.
How big a supermarket is it?
How big is it?
Yeah.
It's like a normal supermarket.
Big supermarket?
Right.
How many registers are there?
There's 7 registers.
So you went to her supermarket, and just so happens that you ended up at her register of the 7 registers that are in the supermarket.
Because her register was the only one that didn't have a lot of stuff there, and we only had a couple of things.
Baloney!
It's not baloney.
Listen to me. Baloney. Chicago is a big place. I want you to understand something. When something doesn't make sense, it's usually not true. And if I weren't looking for trouble, I would not go out of my way to go shopping at a... Pay attention, put on your listening ears before you start with the attitude.
Go ahead.
I would not go to a supermarket where my ex-boyfriend's girlfriend works to go shopping. I would say to my girlfriend, who was going shopping with me, I don't want to go to that Fair Play. That's where Danny's girlfriend works. I don't want to go there because, you know, we don't get along. I want to go someplace else. And if you want to go to Fair Play, drop me off first. But you didn't say that. First you went shopping. And it wasn't a big shopping, because you really didn't need a lot of stuff, because according to you, you chose her register because all you had was a few things. So it wasn't that you were doing a week's worth of grocery shopping and this was the only game in town. And of the 7 registers, you chose her register. Bad form, madam. You get me?
I got you.
Bad form. Now, you're going to tell me that you never said to Danny or to her, you're lucky I didn't pop your windows out. You're going to tell me that you said that.
I didn't say that.
Right. And you're going to tell me that you didn't do her flatten tires.
No, I did not.
Well, either you did or your girlfriend did.
I don't know who did.
Well, but you're going to pay for it. So you better try to figure out.
That
you
I
better
did not do.
Absolutely did it.
I didn't do it.
Because if somebody is dumb enough, don't speak when I'm speaking. Don't speak when I'm speaking. If somebody's dumb enough, if somebody, hey, you see my mouth moving? If somebody is dumb enough in all the supermarkets in Chicago to pick hers, and if somebody is dumb enough of all the registers available to go to her register, then they are dumb enough to take a car that was parked without flat tires several hours before and flatten the tires and scratch the car. And if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck. How much did it cost you for the tires?
I have paid for it. It was $2.80 and 11 cents.
And how much did it cost you to fix the scratches on the car?
The scratches, I haven't fixed them. I just got an estimate.
And what was the estimate?
Got 2 estimates.
The lowest one?
$2,127.90.
And what kind of car do you have?
I have 2000 Chevrolet Metro.
Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $2,100. That's all. Step out.
Parties are excused, and step out.
For her to have low self-esteem and let him put everything in her head.
She knows that I'm doing good in life, and she's not, and she's jealous.
And make it seem like I'm jealous of him, which I don't want him.
Because, you know, my boyfriend, he's with me because he decided to be with me.
And if I did, I can have him, and I'm being nice enough and giving him up.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Gill versus Johnson, step forward, please.
Erin Gill is suing her former live-in boyfriend, Stephen Johnson, for a plasma TV he took from their home when he moved out. Stephen claims the TV was a gift from Erin.
Ms. Gill, this gentleman used to be your boyfriend. You lived together for, I don't know, 5-6 months. Is that about right?
A little longer than that. But
and
close.
According to your complaint, when things didn't work out and you left, he agreed to keep the 42-inch plasma television set and make payments on it. It was bought on your credit. He kept the TV. He didn't make the payments. You want the payments made.
Correct.
The defendant says that things didn't work out, but as soon as you moved in together, you started purchasing things for the apartment, furniture, etc., all kinds of stuff. When he left with the clothes on his back and the TV. So you kept everything else, and the TV is supposed to be his. Is that right, sir? That's your defense?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that a truthful defense?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you ever agree to make payments on the TV?
No, ma'am.
When did you move in together, Mr. Johnson?
Approximately sometime last year, I believe, in the middle of the year.
June 2005.
And when did you separate?
January of 2006.
And whose apartment was it?
It was under Erin's name. She was on the lease.
You moved in together?
Correct.
When you moved into the apartment, where did you move from?
I moved from my residence that I had shared with my husband.
And you?
From one of my friend's houses.
So you came with no furniture?
No.
Did you come with furniture?
Yes.
What did you come with?
I came with couches, a television, tables. I purchased a bed shortly after moving into the residence, so.
What items do you say you purchased for the residence, Mr. Johnson?
Well, previously to that, I had 2 dresser drawers, a barbecue set, a couple scenic television portraits, another television that I bought in the apartment to furnish it.
Another TV?
Yes.
How large a TV?
It's a 19-inch television set.
How much did you pay for it?
Off the top of my head, approximately about $150.
And where was that, in the bedroom?
I believe it was her son's bedroom.
And you left that TV?
Yes.
And the dressers, drawers, and that stuff, those were not things that you purchased?
Earlier, but not jointly.
Okay. Now, when you left, did Miss Gill say you couldn't take any of these things with you?
No.
So you could have taken your little 19-inch TV, whatever dresser drawers that you left there, you could have taken it with you, right?
Yes.
Because although they probably weren't happy with each other, this was not a hostile separation, right?
It had the potential of being hostile, but...
But it wasn't. Now, why, Mr. Johnson, would Miss Gill, who has a child, why would she make a gift to you of $3,700 for a television set?
Basically, I mean, I left all the items in there, didn't retrieve them.
What?
The dressers.
You could have retrieved them. They were valueless.
I could have, but at that point in time, the relationship had become so dramatic, I just didn't want anything to do with her, and I just didn't want to go back. And when I left, basically, with the clothes on my back...
And the one item of value, which was this $4,000 television set.
And she had asked me if I wanted to take the TV, and I told her yes, and I took the TV.
And she said, take the TV. And what you're telling me is she said, take the TV and I will pay for it?
No.
Well, who was supposed to pay for it?
Well, when she asked me, I assumed it was going to be a gift.
You mean in this... Shh, listen. Ms. Johnson, so what you're telling me is in the midst of this hostile situation, because you used the word hostile.
I'm sorry?
You used the word hostile.
Yes.
You know, potentially hostile. You thought that she made you a $4,000 gift.
Well, along with all the stuff that I left in the apartment, I mean...
You left a lot of junk in the apartment, Mr. Johnson.
Maybe junk to you, but it wasn't to me.
Tell me what was there that you wanted. The 19-inch television set? That could have fit under one arm. She wasn't preventing you from taking it.
I could have also taken the dresser drawers and...
Well, you could have, but you took the $4,000 television set.
She asked me if I wanted it, so I'm not going to turn it down.
Go ahead.
I asked him if he wanted everything. I told him the date I was moving out of the apartment and told him if he did not pick up his belongings that were still at the residence, I would donate them to charity or drop them off at his parents' house, whatever worked for him, and he did not respond to me.
Tell me about the television set.
What would you like to know?
I want to know, what arrangement did you make for him to pay the television set?
We went into Paul's TV, which he researched and found that they had the best prices on televisions.
No, it's purchased.
It's purchased.
Already.
Okay.
Purchased on your credit card.
Right. So we buy the TV, we're in there. It was originally going to be in Steve's name, and there came up some issues with his credit, so they...
I heard that already.
Okay.
I want to know when you were exiting, the exit strategy with regard to the TV.
When he left?
Yes.
When he did leave, he left with just his clothes. We had a few phone conversations, and he came to get the rest of his clothing and other miscellaneous belongings. And at that point, we had a conversation about the TV. And I said, would you like to take the TV and you can pay for it, or I'll keep the TV and pay for it? He said he'll take it and pay for it, and never did.
That sounds right. Nobody's going to make you a gift of $3,700. Is that what you owe on the TV?
It's $37.26.
Can I see it, please?
And here's the payoff statement as of yesterday from Wells Fargo.
Well, the total price was $37.26. You mean nobody paid for it?
No, he's been receiving monthly bills at his parents' house, and he hasn't made any payments.
So you had this TV for 6 months and nobody paid for it?
It was a no interest, no payments for, I believe, 1 or 2 years.
It was a special promotion they were running. It's
yeah.
No money down, no interest, no payments. I don't believe the year has passed by. That's why there's no money due yet.
Well, that's not the issue. The issue is, at this point, you have said that you have no intention of paying this. Is that right?
Completely. Yes.
Okay. $37.26. Judgment for the plaintiff. Thank you very much.
Excuse me, step out. McLaughlin and his wife, Rachel Browning, are suing their former landlords, Michael Moreland and Janae Cooper, for the return of their deposit and for making false charges to police.
Quiet in the courtroom. All rise. Now it's case number 392 on the calendar in the matter of McLaughlin Browning versus Moreland Cooper.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Judge. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated, sir. Have a seat, please.
Okay. According to the complaint, you rented a house from the defendants. You gave them a deposit in order to move in. You moved in. You said the house was in deplorable condition. You want your deposit back. You want hotel stay and punitive damages for filing false charges against you with Child Protective Services. The defendants say that you owe them for rent and something that you stole when you left, right?
Yes.
That's what the case is about. Okay. You have children together?
No.
You have children who lived in the house?
Yes.
How many?
2, my daughter Michaela, who's 5 now, and her son Austin, who's 6.
And how long have the two of you been together?
We've been together a year.
Okay. Where were you living before you rented the house from the defendants?
Back in January, I bought a house with my ex-wife, and she filed for divorce about 2 or 3 days after we actually signed for the house. So I had to move out by March 1st so I could get into a house with Rachel, because I knew Rachel from high school. So
I mean, are you a couple, or are you just sharing a house?
we're a couple.
Go ahead.
We actually got married January 4th of this year.
Okay, so you had to get out fast of your living situation. Did you answer an ad for the defendant's house?
No, we actually were driving around trying to find something. We know I don't have great credit.
Listen, you drove around. Was there a for rent sign?
Yeah, there was a for rent sign.
And you
in the
called?
front. I called the number. And
In
I talked
what
to Janae.
month?
Middle of March. We called about the first 2 weeks of March. And she told me that they had a house for rent, that they had to fix it up a little bit, and that we could look at it the next day. When we met them the next day, I looked at it.
And?
It was pretty bad. They had like 3 or 4, maybe 2 or 3 couches in the living room with a bunch of tables, and it was just everywhere. There was stuff everywhere, every room. And he said he'd have it done by the 1st of April. And then he told us the deposit was $1,850, which was the first month's rent, which is $950 plus $900. And he'll have everything done by the 1st. And I told him that I have a 401k check coming in, my thing from work, and it was $1,300. And then I was going to borrow the money from my grandparents and my mom.
Listen, that's a little too much information for me. You saw the house. It was in deplorable condition. You said you wanted the house as of when?
As of April 1st.
Did you sign a lease?
We did sign a lease. And,
I'd like to see it.
This is the original copy of it.
Signed a lease that provided that you were going to move in on April the 3rd for 6 months. Okay. Did you move in on April the 3rd?
No, he kept saying he had no electricity, he had no water in the house. So we turned on the electricity at the end of March so he could get the paint done in my name. And he had no water in the house. He owed $300 or $400 for the water. So he had to pay that off so he could get the water running. And then he never had anybody come up there to fix it.
Listen to me. When did you move in?
May 3rd.
You moved in a month late.
A month late. My parents came up from New York, and
I don't care if your parents came up from New York, sir. I have some specific questions. May 3rd you moved in, right?
Yes.
And you gave them the money when?
April 10th, because I gave him $900 before April 3rd, and then we gave him the rest of the money when my parents came up. And I got pictures of the house, the way it looked before he actually fixed it.
I don't care what it looked like before he fixed it. That's irrelevant to me. And when did you move out of the house?
First week of September, because he had a deposit and I was going through divorce and I had a lot of bills I had to pay.
I don't care. So you had to give him first and last.
I got him deposit and first month's rent.
So the deposit was for any damage that might be done and first month's rent.
Yes.
So you owed him rent in June.
Yes.
Did you pay him?
No.
Why not?
He never came to fix our house. My daughter's room had no carpet.
Just a second. Was there carpet before you moved in?
No, not my daughter's room.
Is there anything in the lease that provides that he has to provide for carpet?
It has to be livable.
No. Not everybody likes carpet, sir. Is there anything in this lease that provides that he has to provide carpet?
I'm pretty sure it does say something. And
Show me. I don't want to have to read the whole thing. Take a look. Show me where it says that your daughter's room has to be carpeted.
It says something about the conditions of the premises, including all grounds and buildings and improvements, unless they...
Listen to me. The word carpet.
I don't see carpet in here.
So the lease does not provide for carpet?
No.
Okay, so you didn't pay him for June. Your daughter's room had no carpet.
And her son's room had really old carpet. He said he was going to change in there. It was like shag carpet, and the whole house was completely destroyed.
Listen to me. You moved into it.
Yes.
If it wasn't ready, don't move in. So you moved in, and you didn't pay June's rent.
Yes.
Did you pay July's rent?
No. We had no...
Okay. Don't go there, sir.
Sorry.
I don't want to hear, you're fetching and complaining. You moved your family in, and as soon as you moved in, you stopped paying rent. That's what happened. I mean, that's the objective data.
Yeah.
You moved in, and you stopped paying rent. No June, no July, no August.
Yes.
And what were you doing with the rent money?
I was putting it toward my bills that I had from my divorce. I had a car that was 2 months behind, and like that. And we had a problem with her insurance and stuff at work, but the house is not livable. My dad.
Listen to me. If the house isn't livable, you move out. If it's not livable, you don't move in. And if it's not livable, you move out. You don't scam the landlord by moving in and saying, now I'm here. Now you can't get me out.
I have nowhere to live.
That's not his problem. Does he relate it to you by blood?
No.
Who cares if you have nowhere to live? Go live with a relative. Go live with your mother. Go live with your father. Go live with your sister. Go live with your brother. But don't move into a stranger's house and say, no, I'm not going to pay rent because I got bills for my divorce.
I mean, we gave him $1,800 for the month. He never came and fixed it.
Just a second.
Okay.
I gave you credit for May's rent. Because he wouldn't have let you move in unless you gave him the 2 months.
Yeah.
Right? So you gave him the 2 months, and then you stopped paying him. Outrageous. I mean, you're a squatter. And it's an old scam. You got yourself in, you move yourself in, you say, listen, it's going to take the courts 3, 4, 5, 6 months to get me out. By that time, they're just going to be so happy to get rid of me that they'll just say, go, forget it. And then you move on to some other unsuspecting landlord. Outrageous. You get me?
I get you.
Good.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
And you responded because you got a call about what?
We had a complaint on some photographs containing images of the adults with their children in pornographic poses.
And later today,
What would be his last living act if you found him doing a wee-wee dance on the hood of your car?
Oh, wow, he'd be beat to a post.
That's why you didn't dance on his car.
real cases, real people. Judge Judy. David McLaughlin and Rachel Browning say former landlords Michael Moreland and Janae Cooper owe for the return of a deposit and for false charges made to police. The defendants are countersuing for rent.
If you don't like an apartment, if you don't like a house, you don't move in. Does that sound right to you? You're the police officer, is that right?
Sounds right, Judge.
Right? Nobody's twisting your arm. You don't like the shag carpet? Don't move in. Doesn't mean that much to you. You move in. You want carpet in your daughter's room? Go to Home Depot. Now, the second part of your complaint is that they called Child Protective Services on you.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Your Honor, we never called Child Protective Services.
Just a second.
They called the police.
Can I ask quite the question, please? Did they call Child Protective Services?
The police did. Once the police came out.
So they called the police?
Yes.
Mr. Moreland?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you call the police?
Yes, Your Honor.
Tell me why. Or what month did you call the police?
August or June, somewhere around there.
Well, August and June are 2 different months.
I'm not sure, Your
Officer,
Honor.
could you stand up, please?
Yes, Judge.
Could you move over there? I know you're not a plaintiff's witness.
Certainly.
But you responded to the location where Mr. McLaughlin and Miss Browning were living.
Yes, I did.
You remember when that was, sir?
It was on June 25th.
And you responded because you got a call about what, sir?
We had a complaint on some photographs containing images of the adults with their children in pornographic poses.
And when you responded to the location, did you find anything?
No, ma'am, we did not. Not anything that related to the complaint.
Okay. Can you describe what you saw when you got to the premises?
When I arrived at the premises, I went inside the residence. The residence was in a messy state. There were boxes every place. It appeared as if somebody was moving out. Some trash, not anything that would be deplorable to live in, but it just appeared to be unorganized and a lot of boxes and packing going on.
But you found nothing untoward?
No.
Were you responsible for calling Child Protective Services?
No, ma'am.
Do you know who did?
More than likely, any reports that we take involving children in a case such as this gets forwarded to CPS automatically.
Okay. Anything else you want to tell me, sir?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. You can have a seat. Okay. What made either one of you believe that there were photographs in there involving children?
There was, Your Honor. I haven't heard from McLaughlin for several months, and he didn't pay me for about 5 months, and he changed the locks on the premises, which on the lease it states here that if you don't pay rent or if you change the locks, I have the right to enter the premises.
Okay.
So I enter the home and I see in the living room there's mattresses laying on the floor, 5 to 7 digital cameras laying around,
Did you,
pictures.
Sir, officer, one more thing. When you went into the premises, did you see any mattresses on the floor?
Ma'am, I don't recall if there are any mattresses on the floor. I do remember the complaint of the video cameras. Mr. Moreland believed that there was some type of filming possibly going on involving the children in their rooms. When I responded, I checked on that complaint. I looked at the cameras that were there. There was nothing that
What kind of cameras? So still cameras, movie cameras?
There are several different kinds. Still cameras, some video recorders, camcorders, but nothing.
How many would you say?
Approximately 5 to 7, but they were in broken states. They didn't work. They were not set up on stands. I didn't see any evidence of any type of recording.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Did you take pictures of what you saw?
Yes, Your Honor, right next to the child's bed. There was an open box of two open boxes, and he also had plenty of time before the police entered the property to dispose of what I seen.
Don't tell me, that's supposition.
That's not carpet. If I like to add some.
These were taken the day that you called the police? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Okay. Officer, would you step up, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Would this be a fair and accurate representation of the condition of the house when you saw it?
Yes, that does appear to be taken in June.
Thank you. Mr. Moreland was perfectly right to pick up the phone and call the police and have them come to at least look into what was going on in that house. You moved in, according to you, on May the 3rd. This house looks like a disaster area, an absolute disaster area. And I'm not even addressing the pornographic material that's there, which, by the way, you acknowledge that you had in the house, but you say it was, in fact, put away so that the children couldn't reach it. Well, somebody reached it. It may have even been Mr. Moreland, but somebody reached it. I'm not even addressing the pornographic stuff that involved what appeared to be young children, which is weird. I'm talking about the condition of the house. The condition of the house would lead a normal person to believe that something wasn't right there. So he had an absolute right to call the police, and the police had an absolute responsibility to call Child Protective Services. So your complaint is dismissed. Now let's get to your counterclaim. You're suing for the rent for the time that they lived there. Rent was how much a month?
$9.50.
When did they move out?
They actually moved out in October. They did not move out in June.
June, July, August, September, October. 5 months. $4,750. Listen, they're scammers.
I know you're.
Period. Squatters and scammers. And based upon the photographs that I saw, not very responsible parents either. Now, you don't mind my not going into this grill that they allegedly took? I don't care about a grill. They owe you for rent. And how much did it cost you, Mr. Moreland and Ms. Cooper, to get them out? Or did they just move?
They eventually just moved, but trying to fix up the house after they left, we had to end up filing a bankruptcy because of the mortgage and everything else wasn't paid. And that cost us $4,200 just to file that.
So you see, when you have a problem with your ex-wife and bills that built up during the divorce, and you go to scam somebody else, what happens is they get hurt. It's a trickle-down effect because they didn't have money to pay the mortgage because you didn't pay the rent and you refused to move out of the house. Perfect strangers had trouble. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, both of you. And I certainly think Child Protective Services should give another look to where you're living now. Where are you living now?
Decatur Township.
You know where that is, sir?
I do, ma'am.
Good. Judgment for the defendant on the counterclaim in the amount of $4,700. Claim is dismissed. That's all.
Buddies are excused and they step out.
I was so fed up with them.
Just broke in our house, went through everything.
And it made me sick to my stomach that someone like that lived in my neighborhood.
He's just trying to get us kicked out as soon as he can so he can scam someone else, so.
I really hope CPS looks into it further.
If he don't stop, I would love to smack his...
Thanks a lot, Judge Judy, for listening to us and really seeing what happened.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Harris versus Bianco. Step forward.
Christopher Harris and his son, 13-year-old Darwan Pallone, are suing 13-year-old Dre Collins and his mother, Stephanie Bianco, for the cost of a windshield. Darwan claims Dre was dancing on top of the car.
Mr. Harris, when I walked out into the courtroom and I saw the people who were here, I had to smile. Because when you submit your complaint and your answer to the court, sometimes we see a mental image of what the people in the case look like. And I pictured very little boys, you know, who were playing around in the backyard and decided to jump up on somebody's car and do a dance, you know. Right. Because that's what this case is about. You claim that this young man jumped on the hood or the roof of your car doing a stupid dance and cracked the windshield. Right. Your defense is you're not sure he's responsible for the windshield being cracked, even though he admits that he was dancing on the car, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm sort of apologizing to you, because I had this mental image that I was going to come out here, Mr. Harris, and yell at you and say, listen, these little kids, 3, 4 years old, jumping on the top of a car, you should have been there to supervise them. And then I come out and I see this person who looks like he's old enough to be in the military, right? Bigger than his mother. And I say to myself, what would prompt somebody of your size and girth to jump up on top of somebody else's car and dance? Speak!
I don't know. We were just having fun, messing around.
I'm not interested in what was in anybody else's mind, sir. I want to know what was in your alleged mind.
No, we're just having fun.
So you were having fun?
Yeah.
Try yes.
Yes.
Who was this?
Stepdad.
Does he have a car?
Yes.
When was the last time you had fun on his car?
Ever?
Never. I wouldn't have fun on his car. Let me ask you a question, sir. Could you stand up for a moment, please? Your last name is?
Elmore.
What would be his last living act if you found him doing a wee-wee dance on the hood of your car?
Oh, wow, he'd be beat to a post.
That's why you didn't dance on his car.
Yeah.
And your mother's a lot shorter than you are, right? She probably weighs a little less than you do. You wouldn't jump on her car and do a little dance to make you happy, would you?
No.
Because as big as you are and as little as she is, she'll kill you.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Damaging other people's property isn't having fun. So his windshield on his car was cracked, and whether you did it or one of the idiot friends did it, I don't care. You pay for it. You got it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Can I see a bill for the windshield, please? How many other idiots were on the roof dancing?
One. Just me.
One
myself.
other?
One other, yeah.
One other?
Idiot.
Who was the other idiot?
Myself.
Who's Marcel?
No. Sorry about that. Hey, I was not standing. I'm sorry about
Listen.
that.
You know what you should, first of all, you would have been able to contain yourself if your shirt was tucked in.
I'm sorry.
Good. Now you can stand up quietly, orderly. Aren't you sorry you didn't tuck your shirt in? No, you didn't. Don't do it now. Were you dancing on the roof?
No.
Good. Sit down. He's too thin to break the windshield on the car. You owe him an apology.
Sorry.
$199 judgment for the plaintiff. Thank you very much.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
17-year-old Daniel White and his mother, Peggy White, are suing 19-year-old mover Matthew Zeiss for beating up Daniel on New Year's Eve. Matthew says Daniel started the fight after he refused to score him drugs.
Quiet in the courtroom. Your Honor, case number 541 on the calendar, the matter of White versus Zeiss. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated, sir. Have a seat.
Mrs. White, you weren't present on New Year's Eve when your son was injured, so I'm going to ask you to have a seat, and I'll get to you in a moment. Mr. White, it is your claim that Mr. Zeiss assaulted you last New Year's Eve.
Yes, ma'am.
And caused you some serious injury. You want him to pay for both your medical bills and your pain and suffering.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Zeiss says that you started this confrontation and that he was merely defending himself. That's your defense?
That's correct.
Okay. How old are you, Mr. Zeiss?
I'm 19.
How old are you?
17.
You go to school?
Yes.
What school?
Anderson High School.
And you, Mr. Zeiss?
I'm out of school.
Well, what do you do?
I work.
For whom?
A moving company.
How long have you been working for a moving company?
About a year.
You work full-time?
Yes.
Did you know each other prior to New Year's Eve?
Yes, Your Honor.
From where?
I just know who he is. We weren't friends or anything.
Where did this happen?
It first started off at my friend Greg's parents' house on New Year's Eve. During the day, we were over at his house just getting ready to go down to his apartment when the defendant and his witness showed up. They began asking for money to assume to go
Just a second. Don't assume anything.
Okay.
Who was asking for money?
The defendant and his witness.
Both of them?
Yes.
Let the record reflect that the witness is shaking his head yes, that they were asking for money.
No.
That's very good. That's interesting. Did they say what they wanted money for?
No, they didn't.
And this was during the day?
Yes.
Anybody drinking? Anybody using drugs?
No, ma'am.
All right, so you said you didn't have any money?
Yeah, I told him I had no money and I refused to give him anything. They kept insisting that I give them money, and when I refused, they began wrestling me onto the ground.
Both of them?
Mainly the witness at first, and then...
This witness?
Yes. And then...
Whose name is?
Jimmy.
What?
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Do you have a last name?
Morgan.
Morgan.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
What do you do for a living?
Work at Frisch's.
What is that?
It's a restaurant in Cincinnati.
How long have you worked there?
About 4 months.
Who do you live with?
I live with my girlfriend.
For how long?
About a year now.
Just the two of you?
Yes, ma'am.
What were you doing out New Year's without your girlfriend?
Hey.
Hey, no, hey. The hey is not an answer. What were you doing out New Year's without your girlfriend?
She was with her family. She was with her mother and father.
Why weren't you together on New Year's Eve? That's a date night.
I mean, we was together earlier, but she had left and
Why did she leave, Mr. Morgan?
She went over her mother's house.
You're not welcome over there?
Oh, yes, I was, but...
Well, you think that you're going to have a happier New Year's Eve with him than with your girlfriend?
No, ma'am.
Were you just wrestling around with Mr. White?
I mean, he didn't want to push me on the ground, like...
He pushed you?
Yeah, he was...
Look at me. Look at me. Before he pushed you on the ground, tell me what happened.
This guy, he was trying to buy some ecstasy pills.
He was trying to buy drugs?
Yeah, he was trying to buy X. And like I told him, I ain't got it. I'm an athlete, I play football, you know? And like, he just kept on pressuring me and like asking me. Then like, he had pushed me. Then I was like, I pushed him back. Then like, you know, he pushed me again and I fell, and like, that's how we started wrestling and stuff.
Okay. Now this is at Greg's house.
Right, at his mother's house.
Did you leave Greg's house before he did or after?
No, I left before him. Like, as soon as, like, the guy, like, broke it up, like, I think Greg, he, like, pulled him off. Then, like, I just got up because I had mud out, like, all over me. We was in the mud. Like, I just got up and just left.
And what time was this, Mr. Morgan?
It was, like, early in the day. I think it was, like, around, like, 4, maybe.
And what were you doing?
I wasn't present at that time, the first time. Well, I was there, but I wasn't involved in that. I was talking to some other friends. I was there for the second part of it.
From Greg's parents' house, where did you go?
We left and went to Greg's own apartment.
Who went?
Me, a few of my friends.
How many friends?
I believe there were 4 of us, or 5 of us.
And you went over to Greg's too?
Yes.
What time?
Probably about 10 or 11, maybe.
At night?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Don't you have a girlfriend?
I didn't have a girlfriend at that time.
Oh, but you had a girlfriend.
Yes, ma'am.
So you're not with her a whole day? And an evening, who are you going to kiss New Year's? Him?
No, ma'am.
Didn't you feel badly about not being with your girlfriend?
I mean, we was kicking it the whole, like, earlier that day.
You were what?
We was hanging out the whole, like, earlier that day. And, like, she had left and went over her mother's house, her people's house.
Sounds to me as if she wasn't happy with you about something.
I mean, yeah, she was cool. She just wanted to go kick it with her sisters and her mother and her father.
I understand what that means, as a matter of fact. I know that you think that I don't understand what that means, but I do understand what kicking it means.
We've been through this before.
Shh. All right, Mr. White, you want to tell me what happened? Your version, at least?
Well, first off, I've enlisted in the Navy. I wasn't asking for any pills. I wouldn't be asking for anything of that sort. We left and went to Greg's own apartment, and Greg told him they weren't welcome to come down there after what happened at his parents' house.
Where is Greg now?
He couldn't be here.
Why not?
I'm not sure. He wasn't at his apartment when this happened.
Where was Greg when this happened?
He was on his way down. He had to pick someone else before he came down. And I was sitting at Greg's apartment with my friend playing video games. When I got up to use the restroom, the two of them showed up unwelcomed and came in. When I walked out, they immediately saw me there and came up to me. I kept trying to walk away when I was thrown into a wall, and the defendant spit in my face.
Which one?
Matt. And
Mr. Zeiss.
Yes. So I immediately just walked away, tried to get away. I went for the door when the both of them threw me down on the couch, and then they began asking for my money again, which I told them that I didn't have it and to get away from me. And then the two of them started hitting me and punching me in the face, which I was trying to block away. And then ultimately, Mr. Zeiss turned around and kicked me in the eye. I have pictures. And,
okay, and that's how you were injured?
Yes.
Now, you're dying to tell me something, Mr. Morgan.
Like,
so look at me.
When we got there, this guy was drunk, slobbing on himself.
Greg told us.
That's not true.
Mr. White.
We was invited because Greg called and told us to bring a 12-pack of beer to his house to meet us there. I don't know what kind of world he's living in, but we get to Greg's house, and he asks us can you give me some X pills? Can you give me... He was asking him first. You know, I don't mess with that stuff, and he kept asking.
And like, I feel like insulted because like...
Shh, one at a time, please.
Okay. And we was trying to have a good time, you know, hang out, and he kept asking us. Finally, he comes up and says, here's $100. You come across any, you know, just bring it back, whatever. And he comes up and he's drunk and he's asking, you know, if we found anything. And he's you know, we're all drinking a little bit, and he starts going crazy, like, you know, swinging and throwing beer bottles and stuff, man, you know. And
why would a bunch of guys choose to stay together New Year's Eve instead of be with their girlfriends?
No, it wasn't nothing like that.
What?
Like, it wasn't nothing like that.
Nothing wasn't like what? I mean, I don't understand why. I mean, he doesn't have a girlfriend. You don't have a girlfriend, I assume?
Not at the time.
You live with somebody.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
I went to the doctor and they took x-rays and they found out it was fractured.
Probably don't remember how it happened because you was on drugs.
That's not true.
You're not talking to him,
are you? Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. 17-year-old Daniel White says he was beaten up on New Year's Eve by Matthew Zeiss. Matthew claims Daniel was trying to score drugs that night.
Okay, let me see your pictures, let me see your medical bills, let me see your police report, let me see all your stuff.
Your Honor, I mean, they were out looking for trouble that night. I
think that you were probably all out looking for a little bit of trouble.
I have records here of them having previous felonious
We might have been out
assaults.
looking for trouble, but he was out looking for X pills.
That's not true.
Come on, dog, don't lie.
Quiet, quiet, quiet.
Those right there, Your Honor, are just previous things that he's encountered. That's why I wanted nothing to do with them that night.
How'd you know previous things that I've encountered?
Well, one of the things...
You don't even know me like that.
Everyone knows.
Come on.
Everyone does.
Mr. Zeiss, what they're giving me is a court view 2000, which indicates that you've got some history with your temper.
I've been in trouble before, but it was different circumstances.
Well,
I got
a
an
lot
assault
of different
charge.
circumstances.
Are you talking about the charges? My past history?
Yeah.
Well, I have an assault charge because I got a fight at a festival because somebody was assaulting a girl and I stepped in and helped out.
You also have an outstanding stalking.
Stalking?
Yeah, motion for criminal
No, it's
stalking.
aggravated menacing is what I have. I got that because I was charged with a felony too, because felonious assault for fighting. And in order for that to get dropped down, I had to plead out to an aggravated menacing charge and an assault 1, misdemeanor 1. So I wouldn't have a felony 2 on my record.
So how
It
many
was just part
times
of the
have you
deal.
been arrested, Mr. Zeiss?
Twice. Nothing major.
Well, the assault was pretty major, sir. You had to take a plea so you wouldn't have a felony. And if you were charged with a felony, that means the injury that you caused was serious.
It wasn't serious injury, Your Honor.
Wasn't?
No.
I mean, they made a mistake?
I think they overcharged me.
That's what they all say. You had a pelvic fracture 3 weeks before this, sir?
Yes.
How did that happen?
I was experiencing pain in my lower thigh, and I went to the doctor, and they took x-rays, and they found out it was fractured. They could have very well further injured that, too.
Come on. Probably don't remember how it happened because you was on drugs.
That's not true.
You're not talking to him, are you?
No.
So this injury happened, Mr. White, because during the course of this scuffling around with the two of them, he kicked you in the eye.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, when you were scuffling around with them, Mr. White, tell me what you were doing.
I was trying to free myself and just get away. I wasn't aggressing towards them in any way. I was just trying to merely escape myself.
When did you go to the hospital?
The day after. I spent all day in the hospital.
Could you explain to me why you waited until 5 days later to amend your statement that said that complainant states that after he refused to give the known suspect his money, they began punching him, kicked him in the eye, whereupon he gave them listed currency?
Yes.
Can you explain to me why you didn't tell that to the police the same day as you went to the hospital, which was the 1st of January?
I did tell them that, Your Honor.
No, this says supplementary narrative. That says on the 5th of January.
I told them the night we went that I was robbed also.
Do you have that report? I don't see that
It
report.
should be all in the same report, Your Honor.
Well, you can show it to me, sir. I'm going to give you back the packet that you gave me. Here you go. Yes.
Your Honor, when he came home New Year's Eve and I saw his eye, we went to the police department that night. We left right then and went to the district. They took pictures, took a report.
But I don't have that report.
It's listed as robbery here.
robbery, a felony, second degree. We went to the police department that night and filed this report, not 5 days later.
Did you go back to the police on the 5th of January?
No, unless that's when I got the police report.
Oh.
But it says January 1st is when the police took the report, right here.
Thank you.
The police, when they took the report, he said he should be seen at the hospital.
Okay.
So that's why we went then the next day.
Now, what happened when you were taken into custody, Mr. Zeiss?
I was never taken into custody.
Did you speak to the police?
No, ma'am.
Never?
No.
Did you pursue this matter with the police?
No, we didn't. I spoke with his family, and they were begging us not to press charges because of his previous record. He would have been away for a while. They said they would pay the medical bills and any further damages that were required.
Who did you speak to?
I spoke to his mother and his stepfather.
You did or your mother did?
I did and my mother did.
You did. You have a stepfather?
Yes.
Lives with your mother?
Yes.
You know about a conversation that they had with the White family about not pressing charges in this case? It's not an answer. That's very easy for me to find out.
They may have talked.
Don't tell me may. That's something that you would know.
He knows.
Mr. Zeiss, listen to me very carefully. That's something you would know. That's something that your mother and your stepfather would have had a conversation with you about.
Well,
Do you understand?
I know I didn't agree to.
I didn't ask you what you agreed to. I didn't ask that.
Yeah, they may have talked on the phone, yes.
Don't say may, because it's very easy for me to find out.
Most likely they have talked, yes.
When you spoke to your parents, I assume you had a family discussion about what happened New Year's Eve. Is that correct?
That's correct.
When?
I think it was the day after. Or it might have been a few days after.
How do you think they found out what happened New Year's Eve?
Because I told him, because when he gave us $100 to buy drugs, he flipped out at the end of the night, and that's when we got in the confrontation. I didn't get a chance to give it to him, because I don't need his money. I have a job. So I called Greg, and I told Greg to bring him to my house so I could give him his money. And he came to my house, and I gave him his $100 back.
Just a second. And you did that before or after Mrs. White spoke to your family?
Before. I contacted him.
No. My friend Greg brought me over to his house to speak with his family because he told his mother and stepfather about it, and they were upset about it, and they wanted to resolve this. And Matt was present at the time when I spoke with his family. They agreed to pay the money that was taken from me, and then they also agreed to pay the medical bills.
To you?
Yes, and to my mother over the phone.
If we was going to take money, why would we turn around the next day and give it right back? If we was going to take money from somebody.
You know, when I spoke to Mrs. Zeiss, she begged me not to press charges because she said that he was on probation for 5 years. If we pressed charges, he would automatically go to jail. She begged, and she said, we'll pay your hospital bills, we'll give you back your money that, you know, and his mother gave Daniel $100 that they took. Not him, his mother.
I'm just curious. Why didn't you sue his parents, since they were the ones who made an agreement with you to pay you the medical bills?
Because she told me Matt got a job, and he just got the job in February. He hasn't had that job a year. Because she told me over the phone. She said, Matt's finally got a job, and he will start paying you.
All right, Matt.
March 1st.
Just a second. You said you'd been working for this moving company for a year.
Well, I'd go in and help out. I wasn't working full-time for a year. I just started working full-time, but I'd go in a few times a week and help out.
That's not what you told me.
It's been a year since I've been with the company.
That's not what you told me.
I told you I've been working for a year. I have been with the company for a year.
His mother said he just got the job a month ago.
It's easy to find out. I want to tell you, I really went back and forth. Now I'm ready to rule. You assaulted him. You'd had too much to drink. You'd been drinking all day.
I hadn't. I did
See
not.
that? There was no need for that.
Well, I didn't take pictures.
No reason. You didn't take pictures? You should have. And the reason the White family didn't press charges against you is because you got a lot of trouble here with the courts. And there is no question that if you were on probation on an assault, even a misdemeanor assault, and if you got busted again for a felony, you were going to state prison. No question. So I absolutely believe Mrs. White when she says that your family begged them not to pursue this and agreed to pay the medical bills. Now, how much were the medical bills?
Well, Your Honor, the hospital bill, my portion, because my insurance paid a bit of it, was $760. And then I have the doctor's bill, which they called in a specialist to look at his eye, and I haven't received the doctor's bills. There was 5 doctors that looked at him that day. And we have to take him back in 6 months to have his eye rechecked.
You still with the same girlfriend?
Yes, ma'am.
Sit down. I hope she rethinks her position. Well, Mr. Zeiss, you were very, very fortunate that the White family didn't pursue this because she could have been doing this as a prison hearing. You understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $2,000. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
19-year-old Ashley Dessy is suing her ex-boyfriend, 19-year-old Matthew Strupp, for a loan to make a car payment. Matthew claims he's been too sickly to pay the money back.
All rise. Yeah, this is case number 306 on the calendar in the matter of Dessy versus Stroop. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated, sir. Have a seat.
Miss Dessy, you know this young man from high school. Is that right?
Yeah, we dated.
How old are you now?
I'm 19.
What do you do?
I work for my parents as a secretary, but I'm a full-time student.
Where are you a student?
At Cal State University, Bakersfield.
What about you, Mr. Stroop?
I actually work at a cotton gin. I do manual labor, and I go to school at BC.
What is BC?
Bakersfield College.
Who do you live with, Mr. Stroop?
My mother.
Just the two of you?
Yes.
Miss Dessy's complaint says that she loaned you $270 that you said you needed in order to pay for a car payment for a car that belongs to your mother. You know each other from high school, so I assume you know each other for several years.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
And you're just friends?
Yes.
How did it come about, Mr. Stroop, that Miss Dessy knew about your need for $270?
I came to a tough spot in my life.
Just a second. Just tell me how she found out that you needed $270.
I texted her and asked her if she would like to do me a favor.
What date did you text her?
I do not remember the exact date.
You remember?
It was between June 20th and June 22nd.
I'd like you to remember as closely as you can the words that you used when you text messaged Miss Dessy.
I said, "Do you want to help me out?" And she said, "What?" And I said, "You want to give me $200?" And I was joking around by saying so. And she said,
"No,
let me
okay.
think about
No,
it."
just 1 second. You said to her in the text, "Do you want to give me $270? I'm just joking around." Or is that what we call editorializing?
I put JK at the end of it, which would be an abbreviation for just joking.
JK is just joking.
Yes. Just
You
kidding.
better stay in Bakersfield.
Always.
What?
JK is just joking.
Well, right. That's why I told him just got to stay in school. Just stay in school. Okay. So what happened next?
She told me that she would give me the money, and
Now, did she tell that to you text messaging, or did she speak to you on the phone?
she texted me.
That I'll give you the money.
Yes.
Yes, go ahead.
She told me to meet her at her parents' office, which I did. She handed me the money and said, "There you go." I said, "Thank you, and I will try to make it up to you." And she said, "Okay, whatever."
What did that mean to you, Mr. Stroop? I'll try to make it up to you.
Meaning, if I can do anything to pay back in any way, I would, because I hate borrowing money. There was no agreement or payment plan
No.
made.
Don't tell me. I make the judgments as to what the bottom line is. So you took the money and you said to her, "I will try to make this up to you."
Yes.
How much money did she give you?
She gave me $270.
And what did you need the money for?
Insurance on my vehicle.
Did you tell her that that's what you needed the money
Yes.
for? I thought you needed it for your mother's car.
No, it was from my car.
Okay. Now, Miss Dessy, tell me about your conversation that you had with him between the 20th and the 22nd of June, either texting or in person.
He texted me saying he needed to borrow money for, I believe he said in it, a car payment. And then I think I ended up calling him.
And what was the conversation, if you remember?
What I do remember is pretty much like, what do you need the money for? And, when will you be able to pay me back?
And what did he say about paying you back?
He said he just started a new job, that he was going to be getting his first check around June 30th, a week and a half later, and then he'd pay me out of that check.
So then he came to your office and picked up the money?
Yes.
Did you give it to him in cash?
Yes, I gave him $270 cash, but before even handing it to him, I made sure that, he agreed to pay me back.
Okay. Who is this person?
That would be a character witness on my behalf, because he's been around when it all happened.
Oh, good. Step up. Tell me your name.
My name's Chad Johnston.
At what point in this transaction did you make an appearance?
That night, me and Matt hung out.
Which night?
The night that she loaned him the money.
Thank you. You may have a seat. See how good that was?
Yeah.
Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $270.
I think that, she just wants to have control over something, and this is the only way she can find to do it.
Matt just was making up a lot of excuses.
There are no excuses. She I don't work during summer because I have a hole in my lung and I have valley fever.
He told me that, he was going to be dying from some illness called smoking and drinking.
The most upsetting part about it is that the case got, dismissed and settled because of a word.
Loaned.
The word that ended it was loaned.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Hill versus Presided Doherty, step forward, please.
23-year-old twins, Brian and Rodney Hill, are suing former beach house roommates Samantha Presided and Natalie Doherty for unpaid rent.
Who's Mr. Hill? Both of you. Hill. Who's going to speak for the Hill brothers?
I'll start.
Okay, tell me your first name.
Brian.
Brian, where do you live?
I live in New York.
And where was this share house that you rented?
It was in Dewey Beach, Delaware.
All right. So this is the situation. You and your brother decided to rent a summer house and go something like this. You rent the house for how much?
It was around $20,000.
Not around. Give me the figure.
It was $20,350.
You have a contract?
I have the lease.
I'd like to see it. $19,845. Where's $20,350?
Oh, it was just what the taxes and stuff they added on the lease.
I want to see the lease. This isn't the lease.
That's the best thing they could give us for showing. That shows the dates that we had the payments due and that kind of stuff. That's the best thing the realtor could provide us to bring here.
How old are you, Brian?
I'm 23.
Brian, you have a lease agreement. This is not a lease agreement. Nobody rented you their house for $20,000, young man, without giving you a lease. A lease indicating what the rental was, how many people you were allowed to have there, what the term was, from when to when. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, Brian?
I do. That's the best thing we could get.
Well, that's too bad. You come back when you get something else. Thank you.
Excuse you may step out.
Wow.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
So this teaches you a very good lesson. When you come to court, you don't come to court with your ostensible good looks. You come to court with evidence, and not irritate me. It's a very bad thing to irritate me.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Brian and Rodney Hill claim former beach house roommates Samantha Presided and Natalie Doherty owe for unpaid rent. The defendants claim the brothers are being greedy.
All right, Mr. Hill, I understand from my clerk that you now have a completed lease. I'd like to see it, please. Have you ever been to court before, Brian?
Yes, ma'am.
For what?
When I was 16, I was in court for driving without insurance.
Did your parents go with you?
Yes.
Being cautious with your answers. And when they went with you for insurance, did they bring the insurance card with them?
Yeah, and they let me go after that.
Right. So this teaches you a very good lesson. When you come to court, you don't come to court with your ostensible good looks and brains. You come to court with evidence. That's what you're supposed to come here with. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And not irritate me. It's a very bad thing to irritate me. You all understand that, don't you? Yes. All right, so now let's start again. We're going to start off on the right foot this time, Brian, so that I don't think you're an idiot and you know who I am. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. You decided to rent a share house.
Mm-hmm.
You two boys leased it for the summer with the intention of subletting rooms in the share house to other people, a practice that's been going on, believe it or not, since I was born and since I lived back in the Stone Age. You rent a house for $20,000, and aside from other people, you leased shares in the share house to these two young ladies, and it is your claim that while they paid you some, they still owe you some as a result of their lease. The girls say that they have paid you. In addition, they say that there were other people in the house, friends of yours, who used the house various times during the summer, who slept in the house, who were not supposed to be there, and they assumed that they were also paying you money. Is that what you think?
Yeah.
Well, that also has been going on since the Stone Age. Now, how many people were allowed to be in this house?
The house was zoned for 8 people. Our landlord told us if we were to have 9 people in the house, it would be okay.
Brian, your lease provides for 8 people. So you see, that's why I like to look at a lease. The lease says the maximum occupancy is 8 people. You do read, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to give you another rule of law. You don't want to be a lawyer when you grow up, do you?
No, ma'am.
Thank goodness for small favors. This is a contract. And when you have a written contract, you cannot discuss anything that goes beyond the walls of this contract and say, well, it was modified, we modified it orally. It says maximum occupancy 8, but the landlord told me I could have 9 or 10 people. It wouldn't be terrible. He'd let me. Can't do that. That's basic contract law. So if the landlord told you that you could have 9, then he has to put it in the contract. Do you understand? So the maximum number of people that you could have was 8. Okay. This rental property, let's say for easy math, cost you $20,000. Divided by 8. $2,500 a share. So far, is that correct?
Well, the shares that we had worked out were $2,100, and I can explain to you how we came to the $2,100. We took the lease amount, which was the 19 and change, and then we took the utilities, the gas and electric bill, and we divided that by 10. Now, the 10
now,
for
how can you divide that by 10? That's
well, that was
illegal.
because, well, Samantha wanted her own room because she didn't want anyone sleeping in her room with her, so what she effectively did was
Samantha, smart girl. Very, very smart girl, Samantha. All right, so Brian has already violated his lease because, according to you, you were going to have 9 people in the house plus Samantha's double share.
Yes, ma'am.
So how many people did you actually rent to?
It was 9 people.
Also, there was one other person who lived there for a month because I left a month early, so I sold the rest of my share to somebody because I left for graduate school.
And
so,
what was that person?
His name was Chris. So he paid kind of like a third of mine because he came in and I had left.
What's your first name?
My name is Rodney.
Rodney, are you telling me that Chris was never there at the same time you were?
Oh, no, that's not true at all. He was...
Right! Because that's their complaint, you see. That's their complaint, that there weren't 9 of you, there were 10 of you. And when you originally divided the number of shares they were going to be, even if there were 9, which was illegal, you brought in somebody else to make a 10th person. And that person was there sometimes when you were there and sometimes not.
Ma'am, the girls had female friends that had practically moved in with them. We absolutely never said anything about that.
Did they?
Yes, ma'am.
Did they? When you say practically moved in with them,
2-3 weeks at a time.
2-3 full weeks at a time. Give me the name.
Erin.
Okay, her friend.
Natalie had a friend that would come every weekend.
Name?
Lauren. And then for quite some time, there was a girl that stayed in her room, and her name was
Natalie,
Erin.
who's Lauren?
Lauren is a friend of mine that came to visit me a couple times this past summer. And I mean, I had no objections to it because she's welcomed me into her home multiple times. But they had people coming into this house almost every weekend from DC, from wherever. And I would say, oh, Brian, who are these people? They're weekenders. Don't worry about it. They're paying too.
So are you telling me that Brian told you that they were paying?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
When you had your friends visiting, were they paying?
No.
All right. Go ahead.
What we did was we had weekenders who would come in and they paid like a very reduced rate, and we used that just for the house, to keep the house up and running, to pay our TV bill. We had TV's bills that were $300-400. We had them pay that. We are absolutely not interested in nickel and diming our friends. We put up the money for that house solely because 9 of us wanted to get a house, and we were the only people that were able to do so. We had absolutely no interest in getting money out of this.
Brian, let me explain something. You cannot do that. You cannot unilaterally say, I am going to modify the terms of our lease agreement, whether it was an oral or a written lease, for 9 people and say, well, we're going to have 15 people in total. Some are going to be weekenders. And I'm going to use that money to defray any other costs that we might have. Let's say we want to throw a party or 2. Let's say we want to bring in beer, we need some liquor, or we need some other stuff. That money will defray those costs. You can't do that. Your agreement with them doesn't give you that right. Now, how much money do you say that the girls owe you, and how much did they pay?
Samantha was up to $42 for her 2-person share. She gave us $3,500. We were asking her for another $7. And Natalie, having given us $1,650, and we were just asking the difference between $20 and $100. When they left for the summer, they said, no problem, we'll pay you. Just ask our dads. Our dads will just write you a check for it. No problem. This is what they said. They said, my dad will pay me absolutely, whatever I owe, my dad will pay it.
Good. Let's start.
Interjection.
Natalie,
my father died when I was 13, so it's obvious I never said that.
I'm sorry, Samantha, I'm sorry.
Natalie, how much money did you pay them in total?
I paid them $2,000.
You have proof of that?
I have a check that was written between my grandmother and my aunt, and then the other $500 I gave to Elise before the summer started, and the other $500 I gave in a cash payment over the course of the summer. I believe it was in June.
Did everybody pay you in check or check and cash?
No, hardly any checks. It was almost all cash, always cash.
Do you have any record of payment?
No, ma'am. We just assumed that we would all, I mean, we weren't running a business. We were just 9 friends.
Well, now you're running a business, so how can you sue if you don't have a record of payment? She says she paid you $2,000, which means at most she owes you $100.
Well, I mean, that's not true, but...
Oh, my initial reaction was perfect. You say you owe him $100?
Sure.
Okay.
If I must, then I.
Well, you owe him
Oh, no,
$100.
it's okay.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Next. What about you?
I paid a total of $4,000. I have record of $3,500, which I paid before I moved in.
So, what about the rest of the money?
I paid in cash during the summer.
Show me the record. I assume you don't have a record of Samantha's either. So you say at most you owe $200. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe you. When you paid your $2,000, tell me the way you made the payments.
First off, it was $250. I believe it was like, I decided that I would definitely live in the house probably the beginning of April. Okay, my apologies, Your Honor. Beginning of April, $250 to Elise. I said, please give this to Brian and Rodney. They live next door to her. Passed it on, supposedly. Then another $250 a couple weeks later, $500 down. Then I went and saw my grandmother, saw my aunt, and they said, of course, we'll be willing to help you. Wrote a check from Elizabeth Harris to Rodney Hill, $1,000. Paid
so far we're $1,500.
Yes.
Okay, and
then by the end of June, at the very latest, another $500 in cash, just from money that I made as being a waitress over the summer.
Okay, and you paid $3,500 that you can prove?
Yes.
That you can prove?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
The $500 they've both exaggerated beyond what we said they paid is entirely made up.
If you're going to be in business, you have to keep records.
You're quite right.
I know I'm right. Thank you. If you want to be in business, you have to keep records. Your brother just told me he doesn't know. He thinks that they gave you so far $1,650. It could be $1,500. Maybe it's only $1,500 that she gave you.
Your Honor, I can actually say she didn't give me $500, which is why I don't believe she gave the $500. She actually gave me $750. So I do not
So instead
believe...
of $500, she gave you $750.
Yeah. So if her records are incorrect there, I don't see how she could say that.
Okay,
she
Natalie.
Actually,
Natalie.
Your Honor.
Sit down.
How does
sit down? Sit. And speak not. Natalie, you owe him another $100.
Okay.
Samantha, you owe him $700 because you do have records of $3,500, and anybody who has records of $3,500 has the records of the rest. So next time, don't go into business, guys. You're not smart enough. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step.
Annette Muffenbuyer is suing her boyfriend's estranged wife, Cindy Kane, for lost wages and attorney fees. Cindy is countersuing, claiming Annette filed false charges with Child Protective Services.
All rise. Yeah, this is case number 512 on the calendar in the matter of Muffenbuyer versus Kane. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Folks, have a seat, please.
Ms. Muffenbuyer, I gather from your complaint that you are currently living with the defendant's soon-to-be ex-husband.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that him?
Yes, that is.
That would be you. And it is your complaint that Ms. Kane somehow instructed her attorney to have you subpoenaed for a deposition that would be included in her divorce. And according to you, she did so maliciously, causing you to have to hire a lawyer and lose a day's work.
That's correct.
So you want her to pay for your lawyer and your expenses.
Yes.
Ms. Kane says there was information that her lawyer thought would be necessary. I have no idea what that is. She is counterclaiming because she says that you have done things to harass her and her family and her children. You've made reports to authorities about her, and she has a counterclaim. When did you move in with Mrs. Kane's husband?
June 24th of 2004.
And when did you and your husband separate?
April 7th, 2004. He was removed from the home.
Had you known him before June 24th?
Yes, I had.
From where?
Work.
Do you have children?
Yes, I do.
How old are they?
18, 16, and 12.
And how old are your children, Mrs. Kane?
16, 13, and 10.
And they live with you?
Yes, they do, Your Honor.
I'm ready to hear your case, Ms. Muffenbuyer, about why you think that Ms. Kane should pay you for having to hire a lawyer and go to a deposition.
As you said, I'm living with her soon-to-be ex-husband, and I had reported to the authorities that their children had said they were being abused by their older brother at their home.
So you filed a police report or a report with Child Protective Services that there was some sort of neglect or abuse going on in Mrs. Kane's home?
Correct. That's what her children reported in our home.
Whatever. I don't know whether that's true or not, but all I know is you reported that.
I have some evidence supporting that.
You reported that?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so?
I feel that she's angry that I'm living with her soon-to-be ex-husband.
In what state do you live?
Washington.
One of the grounds for divorce in Washington, adultery?
No, not to my knowledge. It's a no-fault state.
Well, it could be a no-fault state, but they can also have a grounds divorce.
They're not getting divorced, excuse me, Your Honor, because of adultery. They're getting divorced because of domestic violence and other things happening in their home.
You have a copy of the deposition?
Yes, I do.
Can I see it, please?
Sure.
Were you still living with your husband, Mrs. Kane, in 2002?
Yes, I was, Your Honor.
Do you have any indication at that time that he was seeing Miss Muffenbeyer?
No, Your Honor, I did not.
Some of the questions that were posed to you in this deposition, Miss Muffenbeyer, had to do with the fact that you did, in fact, start a social relationship with Mr. Kane in 2002.
Yes.
Did you know he was married at the time and living with his family?
Yes, I did.
Even that issue makes it perfectly legitimate for you to be deposed.
I feel she had me deposed because
she doesn't like you? Well, that's very possible, madam. Listen to me. It is very possible that she doesn't like you because in 2002, when she was living with her husband, sharing a home with him, with her 3 children, right, he was out fooling around with you. So it's very possible, my dear, that that's why she doesn't like you. Would you say if the situation were reversed?
Yes, Your Honor.
You would
However,
be annoyed.
I would have done something to improve my relationship afterwards.
Oh, baloney.
Had that been the case.
Oh, baloney. Listen to me. Listen to me. That's baloney. And when you were going out with him in 2002, would you go for dinner?
No, Your Honor. We'd go have coffee at a Starbucks for 15, 20 minutes. It was not a big sexual relationship.
Well, that's not entirely true, madam. The person who deposed you asked whether you were having sexual relations with Mr. Kane. You've acknowledged ultimately that you did. And where did it occur for the first time? And you said at a hotel.
Yes, Your Honor. I said...
That's not Starbucks.
Your Honor, I said... Shh. Okay.
Quiet!
I said it wasn't a long sexual relationship.
No,
it was
I asked
very
you whether
brief.
you went out. I asked you whether you went out. You went out to dinner, and you said no. The only thing you did went to Starbucks.
Okay, I didn't realize that I should...
Okay. And when you went to this hotel room, who paid?
It was a gift to me from somebody else.
You want to explain that to me?
My sister and her husband, a doctor and a nurse.
Yes.
Very respectable couple.
Gave you a hotel? I mean, I don't understand. You want to make that clear to me?
They gave it to me to use however I wanted to, not because, you know, I do that on a regular basis.
I'm trying to figure out whether or not in that month and a half that you say you were together in 2002 that there was any money.
So you can check this, guys. This is the stairs and this is the money plant. You can see this money plant here, and I'm going to show you my calling. Oh my gosh, I just come up. Oh, finally got it. Someone is working here, and someone will, you can see the sun here. Eventually it isn't even able to see the sun. No, yeah. And I'm going upstairs here. You can check this, guys. So चलो यार अभी देखते क्या होगा क्या नहीं होगा देखते हैं जो होगा यार. हाँ. Everything gonna be like nothing. You can check this. This is the view. Oh my god, the view. Hope so. Just assume, guys, if my phone fell down. Oh my god, heartbeat is increasing day by day, minute by minute, sorry. So this is the tanki. The company of name is Nandi Pipes. What the hell, guys? Nandi Pipes. Is this any company that no one would ever think about? So this is our colony houses, very beautiful houses. This is the rich colony where we are living now. And I can check this. This is not Mumbai, this is not Delhi. This is a local town where we are living. Okay. Hope you are enjoying my vlog. Watch me well. This is the only sample video that I'm creating because this for background music, like background video for my corporate content. I like and check this video. I'm just kidding, guys. Not too much. Let's go to zoom this house. Okay. Oh my gosh, guys, see. Zooming. And I would like to say something that we don't have a particular reason to record this video, but would like to record. You can check this, guys. These houses are also really very good. You can check this. The trees are here is still very good. And have a look at this station. My phone will not fall here. Okay, guys. Nazara hai ye. You can see my hand. Nandi Hills. Bro, I don't know why, but all the heroes here using Nandi pipes. Lol, bro. Lol, this is lol, bro. This is lol. Nandi Hills, Nandi pipes. Okay, Nandi pipes. Maybe they are contractors who are presently working with this tank. I don't know why. What's the reason behind it? Oh my god. Let me show you something that ever and ever is created here. This house is building, maybe creating. I'm not good in English, but a little bit I'm good. Okay, guys, this is the vlog. Hopefully this vlog is enough for you to make you joyful and joyful. Oh my gosh. Hey jo main pyara hai ye saadi manna hai. See the quality, guys. See the quality. This is, oh my god, quality. Oh my god, what a quality, guys. What a quality. This persists on my laptop and I'm on my iPhone 16 Pro Max. Here the worker is working their work. So okay, guys, I'm just switching off this live streams. Hope you enjoy my vlog. If you enjoy my vlog, guys, click and subscribe to my channel. Okay, bye.